What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the Fast Life Podcast. Have a great show with Craig, who was on the DownSouth Campout pre-podcast, and my good buddy Jadon, who goes by Dragon, who goes by Instagram as Call Me Dragon. Good friend of mine. He's a local here in Dallas. He's ridden across the country with me a time or two now, and love having him on this podcast. Before we get into it, though, you guys got to check out Simpson motorcycle helmets. They are the shit. SimpsonMotorcycleHelmets.com. Also, check them out on Instagram at Simpson Motorcycle Helmets. You guys already know Lexin Moto has an intercom system for you. The all-new Lexin G16 is the group rider's long-awaited answer to an affordable intercom system. With the 16-rider comm system, Bluetooth 5.0, and music sharing, it'll keep your group connected while traveling together all. This is a great product from the Lexin team geared at making motorcycle rides and travel more enjoyable. Check it all out at lexin-moto.com, where you can apply the Fast Life offer code, which saves you 15% off. And as always, you can rest assured that Lexin backs up all their products with the best customer service in the industry. Thundermax has your EFI-equipped Harley-Davidson covered with their high-quality auto-tuning ECMs. That means that your bike is constantly tuning itself, for you people that don't know. I have been running their computers on my Road Glide for over 40,000 miles, and it continues to give me the optimal performance out of my engine. Paired with the oil cooler fan, which helps with the M8 touring models, my bike has been running strong and at a desirable temperature. Those motors get pretty hot, so you gotta throw a little fan on them, make them better. You can check out all these products at shoptmax.com and use offer code FASTLIFE for 10% off, and follow these guys on Instagram at thundermaxefi. Letric Lighting Co. has your bike covered from headlight to tail light with a ton of LED lighting options for many different Harley-Davidson models. All lighting is backed by great warranties and plug-and-play options, so you can't go wrong with making the switch or stepping up to Letric Lighting Co. NAM's Custom Cycle Products since 1999 has been offering American-made wiring products for all things V-twin, and Badlands for over 30 years has been offering the most reliable and dependable lighting modules in the USA, backed by a lifetime warranty. Find out more about these great companies at namscustomcycleproducts.com, and you can drop the FL2021 offer code, which gives you free shipping on orders over $100. John Jessup's Team Dream Rides out of Stockton, California, and now, I believe, Maryville, Tennessee, is a one-stop shop to have your motorcycle customized, maintained, repaired, and upgraded with in-house dyno tuning, parts, and accessories. Also, check out TeamDreamRides.com online store to see the full array of products for you and your bike. And if you're short on cash, you can take advantage of the 100 days same as cash financing on all products at TeamDreamRides.com. All you need is a job and a bank account. And while you're at it, give John and the team a follow on Instagram at DreamRidesJohn. I had a brain fart there. Paint Up for Metal Flake has you covered literally with all the badass flakes and pearls you could ever want and need. Head on over to painthuffer.com and you can use the offer code FASTLIFE26 to save yourself 10% off a lot of these awesome custom paint products. And you can always go to Paint Huffer Metal Flake on Instagram and check out all the Team Paint Huffer members and all the badass work done by people around the world. It's a great follow, trust me. Thank you guys, man. I'm glad to be back. We're going strong this 2021. This is a great podcast, man. It's also in video form. If you don't know about our YouTube, we do a lot of the in-studio podcasts in video. It's on our YouTube channel. But always we have the audio as well, just for you truck drivers and guys that can't watch TV all day. I feel sorry for you. The videos are awesome. But I want to thank those guys again, Jadon, Craig, for coming out. Had a great time, and looking forward to more of these podcasts. You know, Jadon's local, and want to have him on more times, especially when we get drunk, or like he did doing drugs. Anyway, good time. Here we go. Here it is, the Down South Recap Podcast.
Hey guys, you ready to let the dogs out?
Fast Life Podcast.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You guys ready to let the dogs out?
And so, have you taken your first sip yet?
Nope.
All right, let's see.
First sip of
sip.
Montucky cold snacks.
Let's see how it goes.
I don't think we even have this in Florida. It's like a PBR and a Bud Light put together.
Yeah.
Good. I like it.
It's made from the same place that PBR is made, but
God, I'm getting a boner. Is this normal? Is this why you guys drink this stuff?
How do you think of him?
dude, how you think we teleport?
Revenue so hard.
Makes sense now.
No, it's just smooth and like it's awesome because it's like you can drink a whole one of these 6-packs, right, of these tall boys, and you don't feel like super fat and bloated.
It's
and
not.
shit.
So it's like a light beer because it doesn't say light anywhere.
It doesn't. I mean, I don't think
Water.
it just feels like. Yeah, I dig it though.
It's kind of heavy,
I think it makes you woke too by drinking it.
right?
Yeah.
Makes you woke.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm gonna go get my.
It gives you 8% back to woke causes.
I'm gonna go get my BLM shirt.
Yeah. Well, you got to move to Washington or Colorado or one of those states.
Yeah.
That's true. Can't live in the gunshine state.
Gunshine.
Hell
Dude.
yeah.
Well, shit, man. We got to talk. We're here talking about the DownSouth Campout and how rad it was.
It was a good time. It was definitely a drinker's camp out. That was,
Yeah.
and I think nobody expected anything less from me throwing a camp out.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be highly alcohol related for sure.
I think they're all that way, right?
There's more riding at the other ones. Even Michigan, where they're like the riding's decent, but it's not like Oklahoma. We ride all day.
Yeah.
We didn't do that at all. We rode to the bar and we rode back.
Yeah.
We woke up with mimosas at the campground from the bar and good breakfast there too.
That
my
was
dad.
yeah. Well, you know what? One of the things that I really enjoyed about this camp out that was different than ours, and I haven't been to Steve's, but just following it online, was when we left here, just everybody meeting up in fucking Mississippi, and it was like
an event before the event.
exactly like
Yeah.
the entire ride there became an event because of how we all converged together in the area. So it's like, yeah, we had to smash 400 miles to get to you guys.
We know what not to do next year also. Like on that last ride in, the last
Yeah.
day, next time we'll just pound there instead of like.
But see, that's what
We
sucks.
took
is
some
that-
like pretty roads and stuff and hit a cool bar, but we didn't get there till 8:30 at night.
yeah, but
Everybody was already there and
we still had
drunk.
fun that night though.
Oh, I
we did
learned
have
what
fun.
not
We're up.
to do.
I
Not
was,
fucking ride. I'm flying to Mark next time. I'm jumping on the Dyna. Me and Big Trouble are coming down. Damn, baby. Yeah, fuck with us.
The last two people awake, as usual, was Mark from Texas Performance, T-Bar Jesus, and Adam, who rode the most miles there, really.
Yeah.
At the same time, too. He did over 1,000 that day, and he showed up last one. He was the last one partying. Him
Who,
and
Mark? Or
Mark
Adam?
and Adam.
I thought Mark rode more than Adam. If you add what
Well,
Mark's
I mean,
turnaround.
in a day, Adam did the most, for sure. There was a lot of controversy over that Gump Award.
Yeah,
There was so many different angles. Like, okay, this guy did the most in a day, but the guy who got it was from Georgia. Even though that's not very far, he went down to Key West first. So I was trying to look. What I wanted it to do was motivate people to ride. You don't get the award because you live the furthest away. You get the award because you did the most miles on the way there. And that kind of gives people incentive to do more instead of just being like, well, I live up the street, so I'll never get it, so fuck it. I'm like, well, go to Key West first. Do something cool.
Well, we're kind of jumping way ahead, but the thing about that whole deal was, like I said, when we showed up, I met up with Jadon, and who else rode with us in? Was it? It was just me, you, and then Adam and those dudes from
Adam
Houston.
And Mike from Houston.
Yeah, we all met in.
They're one
The
of the
Houston
fuckers.
guys met us in Jackson, right? No, they met us
met
at
us. Us.
Yeah, they met us at a Buc-ee's somewhere.
Yeah.
and then we met the rest of the Texas guys at the hotel
in Florida.
before
You know what
we
was
explored
super
Bama.
strange about that? I mean, we're gonna be jumping around.
That's
I can
fine.
already tell.
Let it go.
Is when we were on our way home. Remember, we were stopping at that last gas stop right before we hit back into Alabama.
Yeah.
And then we see the dudes from Houston right around the corner.
Oh,
'cause
really?
it's just weird because there's only like two ways to get to that spot.
Right, yeah.
If you're coming from where we come from, there's only one way.
Is that when Adam ran out of gas?
I think so.
Yeah.
And then some of the other Houston the San Antonio dudes like Justin and
Brent,
Oh yeah,
probably Charles, and
yeah, Robert and all those
Yeah.
guys. We passed them again. I don't know. It was a good time, man. I had fun, man. Like I said, it was the first camp I ever did that wasn't ours, right? Mm-hmm. And so you don't want to go in and comparing it to mine. Like
it was apples and oranges for sure. It was completely different feel.
And so that's what was weird, right? Because in my head at first, I'm like,
man, riding's gonna suck.
No, it wasn't even the riding. Just like, when we got to the campground, it was like fucking like, hell yeah, brothers. Like, it was the Mecca, right?
I didn't even know there were like patch guys there until I listened to y'all's podcast last time. I'm like, they were there? I was just fucked up.
It was wild, yeah.
So mushrooms.
But like I said, we got there, and then of course there was no lights where we were camping. Those other small things I know you were working on.
Yeah.
But
it was one light out there. Yeah. I've been on the phone with them for a month making sure it was lit up. They're like, we put a solar light out there.
It's like, this is fucking dark, dude.
It's the one you put along your walkway of your house. They get one of them. Where's the rest of the 14 that came in the pack?
Yeah, we sold them. We put them in front of all the people paying to be in.
Now that I realize, because I thought it was going to be like how your camp out and Steve's camp out is, where we hang around the tents all night.
Yeah.
We never hang around the tents. We went back to sleep.
The thing that was different was because there was an actual full bar and thing going on there.
A cheap one, too.
Yeah, fucking donations, right?
Yeah.
So who donates? Yeah, I'm not charitable.
I had like $100 limit a night. I'm like, I'd spend $400 at a bar with all these shots and shit.
Yeah.
And then Big Trouble out there going shot for shot with me, so we would have been real broke at a real bar.
Yeah, I mean, it was that dynamic alone changed it for me to where it was like, all right, this isn't my camp out. Our camp out's the way it's set up. We've done that a million times, but this was different and it was fun. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, it was fun to have all these other people there that wasn't really our group. It was just an all around
about being the home crowd.
Yeah.
Kind of just being one of the dudes that came in to make it. This is Craig's thing. And,
there was
Mark's, that's his state. That's y'all's state. So being an outsider, that was way part of it, because there's so many dudes.
You said you've never been to Florida, right?
No, fuck no.
That's awesome.
Whether you know somebody or not, Instagram or not, you're kind of there on the same footing. You know what I mean? That was a real cool thing for me about it.
Yeah, I met a lot of cool people. And then a lot of them that I was acquaintances with and became better friends with them at the camp out.
Yeah.
Oh,
since then, I was just up hanging out with Ben, Bodywork Ben, since then, and we went drinking in his town. And I got to get up there and see Jimmy and his wife that came down from North Carolina or Riley or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I met a lot of cool friends there. And, it's cool, especially with my career. I get to go see them on the weekends, if I'm in the area. But
another year, he's gonna be way too cool to come back to Texas and fuck with us anymore.
Oh, he's gonna ask for
make sure you're paying for my plane ticket.
Ask for an appearance fee.
But no, the other thing was, when we left Jackson and we all mobbed down, that was fun as fuck too, because that was really the first time I got to ride my bike with the motor against anybody else that had nice shit. You know what I mean?
Guys.
So
that was the Pig and Pint and Pig,
I think.
Pint and Pig,
called something like that.
Yeah, we met up, and man, that was cool. That was just an energy, just rolling up. I don't know, it was almost two little.
We pulled up and y'all were already sitting down, so all the Arkansas boys were there.
Yep.
Who else was there? There was some other cats there. Y'all were just deep. Winton was there, yeah.
So it was like Steve and Scott Wheeler, who was on here with me last time, and then King Tony and Justin and
RD was there.
RD and Caleb. Yeah.
Yeah, we were quite deep leaving Arkansas. So as soon as you leave Arkansas, I don't like leading. It's too much pressure. I'm always thinking like, they're like looking at me going, why is he going so slow? Or why is he going so fast? Is he trying to lose us? Or is he?
You sound like a woman, dude.
Well, like, remember that one light?
Yeah.
It turned yellow, and we got a long train behind me. It turned yellow, and I had plenty of time to stop. So I go to stop, and I get bikes on both sides of me just blow by me. Just
we're fucking bikers, bro.
And I'm like, just waiting to get hit.
Leave that woke shit at home.
That would have killed me if one of those guys weren't paying attention and just fucking nailed me. And I was like, dude, so the light's been red for 5 seconds now. And then I'm like, fuck it. And I just run it. But
it's like you go from a dead stop, like, I guess I got to break the law with them. You're like, I'm sorry. I'm the last dude. But no, it was a good time, man. And then just riding with Justin and I've known Tony.
The worst influence ever.
Yeah, he is. But I've known Tony for quite a few years, man. And that was like probably the first time that we really hung out.
Because Tony just got the bug from your camp out on this traveling thing, and now he's like, let's do everything. Like he's into it now.
Yeah.
He wants to go everywhere. Me and him were talking about going to Key West, and you were too after the camp out. It didn't work out, but
it was a thought, man. But
it was closed down because of COVID.
It was.
It's pretty bad. They have a limited amount of people, and then they're actually abiding by the rules. The rest of Florida ain't even fucking paying attention. But
I suck at this camera thing. It's like looking at me while you guys are talking.
I'm not the one looking at me.
We'll have Saxon here full time and after the 14th. So
hell yeah.
Be good times again.
That's when he gets out of jail for that wheelie thing. I saw on YouTube. Just joking, he's not in jail. Not that I know of.
Yeah,
we were hauling ass through Mississippi. Do you remember we were behind this pickup truck for like 20 miles, and he was doing 90, 95, and we're like, I'm gonna let him get the ticket.
That's
so
when
I
you were
tucked
leading.
in behind him.
Yeah, that's when you were leading. Like,
right, I was fucking hauling ass because this truck, I'm like, he'll get the ticket, fuck it.
Yeah.
So after about 15 miles of following this truck doing 90, 100 miles an hour, he flips on his blues and it's like, oh, he's a cop. We stomp on the fucking brakes.
Yeah.
He goes taking off, and then he turns his lights off, and I waved to him like, thank you.
I don't feel like it was a real cop though.
I don't know, but he had legit real cop lights. That fucker scared the fuck out of me. My white stitching turned to fucking brown real quick.
But yeah, like that whole concept though, like I said, I'm kind of re-saying what I was saying earlier, but as we met up and then we're doing this big mob all the way down the fucking highway, basically we're going to, where are we going? Florida, yeah. I'd never been there before. Orange Beach, all that stuff.
Beach, yeah.
I've heard all that stuff was really badass, and I've always wanted to go there. It was kind of dead, or we started too early.
But it was like a Thursday.
Yeah, but Thursday is fucking Thirsty Thursday where I'm from.
But it was chilly out. It's an outside
Florida
bar.
was kind of dead.
I liked Florida.
Yeah, I felt like it was. No, I'm not saying I had a good time.
Drinks, like we had the place to ourselves, and we didn't really need anybody else.
I feel
later
like
on, people showed up.
I feel like that place could be ignorant packed at its best times. So yeah, maybe a few more people, but fuck. Beginning of November, Thursday, the town. I remember going, oh, no, I'm not expecting much, and going, y'all seeing this? Like, the talent was there. I know plenty of dudes had a good time, and so I was talking to people and having a good time, and so yeah, I loved it. And I would love to go back another time, but no, I didn't shit on it at all.
Yeah, I liked Floribama, and I didn't really need anybody else than the people we came with because I was like, this is perfect. Like, I could just hang with these dudes all night. And that was fun to me.
Oh my god, it was so fun.
Getting fucked up. I got a picture of Jason laying in the middle of the street.
All of a sudden,
all of us
Trent
going
shows
to
up.
Waffle House.
Oh yeah, Trent did show up, huh?
Trent and Kyle showed up.
Yeah. They got there during that. It kind of set the stage. First time I'd hung out with Ryan. I've got a real good picture of me, Ryan, and Tony. I was like, oh, who's this guy? Nice to meet you, man.
Ryan's the one that had
2 days later,
had the stereo on the bike the whole time, right?
He's the one with the 8 fingers,
of my life waiting on.
He's our newest transition from
he's the
Hell
new
Yeah,
Craig.
brother.
He's starting to camp out next year.
Yeah, I remember because he was like he kept blaring his music. He's a cool ass dude, but we gotta joke.
Oh yeah, you're in the gas, so you gotta get your balls busted.
Yeah, some dude hit me up on Instagram. He's like, if I show up with my like 26-inch wheel, you guys gonna make fun of me? I go, yeah,
100%.
But can you take it? Like, it's fine. We don't hate you. We're gonna rib on you for
if
sure.
You're cool, we'll look past it.
Yeah,
balls,
like absolutely, we're gonna give you shit for sure.
That's the exact truth, though. It's
he didn't show up. Cody got shit, whoever he is. Cody got shit first time he showed up on a 30-inch wheel.
Dude, he came
one
up
of
by
our best friends
himself.
now.
Yeah, he came by himself, like just
on a 30.
Imagine the level of first day of school fear that Cody had to have that day.
He was cool last year.
Just the whole like, oh fuck you, what if they don't like me? But there was no mom dropping him off. Hey, let's just go home. Just take me back tomorrow. Be the second day, won't be a big deal. He showed up. So yeah,
he shows
Cody
up,
can do it. You can.
He shows up on the third camp out on a lowrider and beats the fuck out of all of us. We're like, all right, we can't make fun of him anymore.
Yeah, no, that was the perfect point because I think a lot of people when they come around us and they see how much fun we have and how lighthearted we are because we're all busting each other's balls the entire time, that it just makes it to where it's like, look, man, like your bike is not why you're a part of this circle of friends. It really isn't. But once you start becoming a part of the circle, you kind of want a bike like us.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the way I feel.
Yeah, and like the whole thing is like I'm not nice to any of my friends.
Yeah.
Last weekend we were on vacation, and this girl that was with us, she was like, "Hey, why don't we go around the table, say something we like about the other person?" And like, I'm like, I'm not fucking playing this game. I'm not nice to any of my friends. If I say something nice to you, that means I don't like you. Like, straight up. I don't think that's fun.
That's what kind of dumbass game were y'all playing?
Yeah, that's like the Super Troopers trying to get him to say shenanigans one more time. And just handing the gun, go, oh, I'm at it, great.
Pointing it the wrong way. What was that restaurant you liked? Shenanigans?
Well, yeah, where they wear the vest, all the goofy shit on the walls.
This could be a total quoting movies podcast.
That's what fucking people do, man. It's good times. But no, that like I said, man, that's what it's all about. Like, you come out, you party, you find a fucking clique of dudes. Like, if all of us were like nerding out on each other's bikes the entire night, and only the dude that had, like, Big Trouble clearly had one of the nicest bikes out there.
And McNasty, I didn't see his bike till the morning.
Who's that?
What's his name? McNasty. The one who got the Gump Award.
Oh, they didn't hung out with anybody?
I don't know. I didn't see his bike till the next day. Maybe that's why. Maybe
I didn't see him at all. I saw his bike. Who, I don't even know what he looks like.
I didn't see it till the next day though, but I was like nerding out on that because I've never seen it in person. But
What's his bike? Because I'm not
That
carbon
CVO.
fiber CVO skunk. Fucking love that bike.
It's like a 2012 Road Glide CVO, but it's decked out.
It was
But like I said, I mean, it's a dope ass bike, but like, it's not about the bike, man. Like, and I'm not trying to talk shit.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't
wish
see
the
the
dude
cool bikes till the next day because we were so busy partying.
I wish the dude was hanging out with us. I wish he would have pulled up on his bike and immediately came to the bar and said, "Hey, what's up, guys? Where are we drinking?" And became a part of the circle. That's what it's about to be at these things. It's not about like having a cool bike and then just parking it and sitting next to it and wait for someone to ask you about it.
Right.
Not that he did that. I'm just saying that ain't what it's about.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, and it's the same thing. The anniversary party, the Campout that's coming up. Anytime you're at one of these events, you don't really know anybody. You're kind of like,
Come on,
come
bro.
up, say it.
This is your second time. Put the mic in your mouth.
Come up and say it. Come say, hey, what's up, man? Let's have a beer. Because there's a good chance I don't recognize your face, dude. There's so many people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if I'm sitting
your
there going,
bike,
oh, fuck, I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
I'm going to gravitate like any normal person to where are my friends. I'm going to go talk to them.
Right.
And I'm not trying to shut anybody out or keep anybody
And also,
out.
you have that man thing in you where you don't want to look at another man's machine. You're like, I'm not gonna fucking sweat on this guy's balls all
Oh,
day.
if I recognize your bike, I'll full blown.
So,
say
no,
it, but
I'll take from a distance.
if the bikes aren't around and there's ever a question, like I never want to be unapproachable. And if it seems like I'm not, it's just because I don't know what the fuck's up. I'm having a good time. Come say something, dude. We'll have a drink.
It's like every time we go to the bar now, Jace just sits by his bike and goes, "Yeah, it's a 131.
Don't fucking touch it.
Don't even look at it."
keep on walking. No, it's good for you. But no, well, I mean, same thing. I want to be approachable too, man. But like, I'm having so much fun when I'm at, I had known Mark Big Trouble for about almost 2 years. We had done work together. Never met him.
Yeah.
As soon as we started hanging out, we started talking shit to each other.
Oh yeah.
As soon as we hung out,
You talking about Justin's dad?
Yeah, Justin's dad.
And speaking of talking shit, that I think it was Scott that did the meme. It was the Netflix movie Midnight Sky. And it was like, oh, seeing Big Trouble's movie debut.
Yeah,
dude,
he looks just like
I
Clooney.
fucking laughed out loud. Yeah, it looked just like him.
I didn't even see it.
Oh, it made me laugh so hard. It's one of those pictures where he's like, kind of like, what the fuck? Kind of coming down the hall. He's got the beard. It's Clooney, but it looks like Mark.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that movie yet.
It's a double take to make sure it's Clooney.
Oh, dude, it was funny as fuck.
But yeah, no, that's what I was saying though, man. Like, as soon as we hung out, it was shit talking, and then Justin came in, and then it was shit talking with Justin, my machinist, and then we always shit talk.
Yep.
It was just like
Justin was shit talking me on my phone like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Showing good guy's beard.
But that, I mean, dude, that's where that came from, is because we were sitting at the bar the next day, and I was talking to Mark, and I was like, man, he's my age, and his shit is dark as fuck from over here, dude. Justin's beard.
Oh yeah, the fucking beard dye. I wonder what he uses. He should be on a commercial for that. That shit is like jet black.
When you get up close, it's got dandruff and shit in it, but
Little pieces of pulled pork.
His bike's not fast enough to blow it out.
yeah, exactly, dude.
He's screaming at his fucking TV right now.
Yeah, his bike, and I mean, we were coming down like he was getting after it, and then Tony from Rebel Den, his bike's pretty fucking fast that Diney's on.
I'm buying him a bigger fucking tank.
Yeah, dude, that shit was kind of
100 miles per tank, which it didn't suck all the time, but like the last like 2, I'm like, let's just keep going. But he muscled it through. He was on reserve for like 40 miles on the last leg.
Man, well, so when we were at that Floribama bar, it was awesome because when we pulled into that hotel, like the Houston dudes were there, the San Antonio and Austin dudes were there.
It was a rad feeling,
and
dude.
as soon as we pulled up, everybody was there. It was like, fuck, it's on,
Yeah.
dude. Like, we're partying tonight. I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Even if we just went to the beer store and came back to that hotel and sat in the parking lot,
there was a vibe
it was going
that it's
down
fucking
tonight.
happening.
That was when we
Yeah.
made that last U-turn and I pulled that wheelie and my dash opened up and
Yeah.
everything flew out on my face. And I was like, that was cool, but now I got to go back and get all of it. So I'm like, good to see y'all. And I had to walk in the street with a flashlight looking for all my poker chips from Sturgis.
I remember that. That was actually a good ass wheelie too.
Yeah,
that
it
you
was
pulled
like, it
up.
came up quick. Scared the piss out of me.
Yeah, I haven't tried to do a wheelie
That's how you do
since.
an entrance.
I haven't tried to pull up my bike since that weekend, but
You
for
could
some
probably
reason,
throttle that thing now.
no, it'll throttle up. But like watching, I was telling Chamberlain the other day, I was like, man, Justin was hanging some nice
Oh,
ones.
he
dude.
got some really good ones.
Yeah, he pull it up. You saw some of the ones
Yeah.
Justin would pull up,
Yeah.
and I was like, all right, he's about to put it out. I was like, no, he's still fucking riding that.
The one
motherfucker.
he had it up and he looked at like somebody next to him and goes, "You see this?" Like he's just still going. Like he made eye contact. I was like, "Yeah, this is a good one." I was impressed because he's not a wheelie guy, but he had enough luggage on the back of that thing where it was just wheelie happy the whole way.
I think he was just fucking, dude. It was like a lot of dudes that have been itching to get out of the house.
Yeah,
And then we got out of the house.
Yeah.
And it was just like Rumspringer, dude, is what it felt like. I mean, it really felt like that. Everybody was going all out. I mean, fuck,
Yeah, I
dude.
lost my
How hard
panties.
did RD go that whole weekend?
dude. The one night he
Hard.
was just like
So
he walked
fucking
away
hard.
from the bar and he just goes starts a fire by himself. Like so when we
Are
were
you
done, we're
qualified
like,
to do that?
"Hey, cool, we got a fire." What?
Be like, are you qualified to do that?
Dude, he had a blast.
Oh man! At one point, I know we were having a drink at Floribama, and fuck, I don't remember exactly how we got there. I was into it, and I walk up and I said, "What are you drinking?" And I think he said whiskey sour. I go, "Get this man a whiskey sour on my tab." And the chick goes, "You want a double?" I fucking looked at her. I looked back at him. I go, "You want a double?" And his fucking eyes just got all big, almost kind of like,
You can do that?
"Yeah." And I go, "Fuck yeah, give him a double." And man, after that, I think it was real downhill. I didn't.
I always worry if he gets violent one night, what do we do? I don't think all of us could stop him.
Yeah.
He's so huge.
Juggernaut. Don't let him get moving. Any forward momentum, we're all fucked. No, he had a good time. And then at the campout too, I know he had more
He
than
went
a
hard.
good time.
Hell yeah.
But
But you know,
it's about, dude.
at that Floribama, it was kind of dead when we got there, but it picked up. I mean, by the end of the night, you know, you just recently posted a video of like Justin was dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Some
Oh,
chick
dancing.
was like doing some Tyler Childers songs and shit like that. It was like going hard, right?
Yeah, that was man, I love that chick. For whatever reason, the way she sang, I was feeling it. I tipped her, said, "Hey, I want to play these. I want you to play 3 of these dude's songs in a row." And I think we got almost there. I don't know if it was quite.
I
know
don't
if she did a
remember
third
even
one.
seeing a girl playing a guitar.
But yeah, at one
This-
point,
I don't
and like I
remember at
said,
all.
that was me drunk, wandered off on my own. I think Kyle was fucking around. I think we were together. And then this chick singing. I was like, oh man, she's pretty. Her voice is really good. I want to hear her play Tyler Childers. And I was kind of doing my own thing. I figured everybody was partying. And said, gave her the $100, whatever. She's playing doing her thing. And then I turned around and
You
like,
gave her $100, you didn't even see a tit.
y'all all trickled in.
What fucking bar are we hanging out at?
And next
bar.
thing you know, it was one of the things I was like, oh, dude, fucking half of my friends are here. How fucking fun is this? So the other night when I found that video, I legitimately, for whatever reason, I was leaving home from work. It was fairly late. I posted it the next morning. And I was just thinking about that trip and that moment at the bar. It's like, I want to listen to that song. Everybody always talks shit about, oh, you never go back and watch videos from concerts on your phone. I do because it kind of puts him back. You
I
know?
watch firework videos.
Well, not necessarily firework videos, but concert videos. 'cause
Ooh, that was a
usually
good
I don't
one.
take
Yeah.
like I don't just sit there with my phone out the whole time. But
Yeah.
if I'm taking a video, there's usually something about it. And so I'm watching. I've got it on the seat of my car as I'm heading home, and I'm listening to it, and all of a sudden, it catches my eye, and I look over, and I see Justin's fucking stupid head moving around, and it made me
black
laugh.
beard just going everywhere.
I picked it up, and I watched it, and I was like, oh fuck, how funny is this? And I watched, I got 2 more of them, and I don't think there's any. I watched them. It was just pretty much her.
Yeah, I found some.
My phone, the thing,
found some videos in my phone too.
But yeah, that one. I mean, just that one, having that one 30, 40-second clip of us fucking around, taking you back to that whole play. Songs. Fuck, it was worth just paying her to play those songs, just to have that one little fucking time capsule, I guess.
Yeah.
For lack of a better word.
So I always leave my phone everywhere, and I get home a few days later, and I'm looking through pictures, and there's multiple videos of just "fuck you, Craig. This is a fucking shitty ass time."
Who throws a camp out?
James over there going, "I shaved my balls for this." I fucking posted them. I thought they were hilarious.
Yeah. I don't know.
Whose phone is that? Craig's? Oh, fuck.
I don't remember.
Some dick pics.
I don't remember who found it, but I remember talking shit on it.
Twice.
Oh, we did
2
it
different
twice?
nights.
Well, when you get super drunk and you're having conversations, things get on a loop. You know what I mean?
You were like, "Fuck you, Craig. I love you, but fuck you."
I get aggressive, man. When I drink Michelob, that's my white trash beer is Michelob.
That's your Jack Daniels.
Yeah, pretty much.
Drink that, and fucking girlfriend's allergic. She breaks out in a black eye every time.
I get it.
Okay.
Domestic abuse joke.
So
we're being
I was like, you have a
recorded.
girlfriend? No, I get it.
Well, that night was fun. You know what I mean? The whole deal was fun. It was one of the. I think we shut that bar down, or pretty damn close.
Yeah,
I
and then
think.
we went to Waffle House.
Oh yeah, we did go to Waffle House. I forgot about
That was
that.
when you were laying in the middle of the road, and we
Yeah.
got that picture.
Has anybody ever seen that that whole college football movie called The Program?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's where.
for sure.
Table.
Yeah.
The one guy, the big steroid guy, he's the one that plays like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he's that big jack guy with the steroids where he's just smashing shit on his head and putting his head through car windows. You remember that guy?
Yep.
I just said his quote, and I can't think
He was
of his
also
name.
in Any Given Sunday. He was that real big jack guy. Like, "Let me show you how a white man plays guitar."
Sounds racist.
I mean, look at him. Who's gonna challenge him on it? What?
The dude in the program.
The jack guy.
Yeah, it's like a Polish name. It's like something ski. It ends like a ski, I think. But yeah, it's definitely a white guy name.
Is it a porn ski?
No, that's a dude. He's all taking steroids. And he
Oh,
comes
yeah,
out, he's like-
yeah.
He finds out he makes starting D line. He's like, "Seat at the table," and he's like tearing shit up as he leaves.
Yeah, and he smashed his head
coaches
through
are
the
standing
car
there
window.
going,
Yeah.
"This dude's not gonna pass a test."
He's like,
Yeah.
he's on steroids. He's like,
Yeah.
he might not be. A lot of guys can up their bench 200 pounds over the summer.
Yeah, so like I said, that's always been my thing, especially when you're in a place like that that's like Orange Beach or wherever. I think was it Orange Beach was technically where we are.
Yeah.
I think Floribama's the bar's right on the Alabama-Florida line, but we stayed on the Florida line mostly.
Yeah,
Because I think the Waffle House was closer, but I think the hotel was in Alabama.
yeah, it was.
It was like
But,
5 miles.
like I said, you get out of a place like that, dude. You just gotta lay in the middle of the road. Like it just feels so you're not supposed to
Wrong.
do that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And but no, like that night was great, man. I had a good time. And then the next morning, because we pulled up there in the middle of the night. It was already dark at least. You know what I mean? I think daylight savings had just it hit that night. Actually, didn't
No,
it hit the weekend before?
maybe,
I think.
yeah.
So
So we
the
were,
first weekend in November. So
Yeah.
it's just getting darker sooner than it should.
So we were, like I said, as we were pulling in, it was already dark once we, we hit that. Apparently, they got a Buc-ee's in Florida.
Yeah, I saw 2 of them.
Okay.
I kept pointing at them like, what the fuck? That was
So,
a Texas thing. Y'all got nothing when you got In-N-Out Burger. That's it.
Yeah, who cares? But no, we saw that. We hit that Buc-ee's and you head straight down and you get into like the Keys down there. I guess is what they're called.
No, it'd be like the Outer Coastal.
What do they call those little things?
The Outer Coastal.
Outer Coastal.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
They got the Inner Coastal, and then if you cross the bridge, that's like the Outer Coastal.
Yeah. So that next day when we actually left, we got to really see all the damage that's been done to that area through
yeah,
what was
the
it, Sally?
hurricane. Laura, I think.
I thought it was Sally. I kept seeing signs that says, did Hurricane Sally hit you? Call law firm, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, maybe it was. I thought Laura hit that area too. Or was Laura the one that just hit
I think
St. Charles,
Laura hit like
Louisiana?
St. Charles, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because Sally was
Lake
a while.
Charles.
Yeah, Lake Charles. Laura
Lake
was
Charles
a while
got
ago.
fucking. Did you guys come down? No, you came up to where we were.
We're the north
On the
side.
way home, was it light when you went through Lake Charles?
We didn't go that way. We
You
went
didn't take
straight
10?
north.
Dude, it's like a war zone. Houses blown down, skyscrapers missing all their
I
windows.
got a customer that's dropping off
Crazy.
his bagger that was damaged in that.
Dude, it was bad.
He's bringing it at the end of this month. That apparently got a good insurance check because he's going all out.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man.
Daddy's getting a new FXR.
Speaking of insurance, I should have fucking dragged mine behind a truck when I...
Be a real man. Yeah. Next time, jump over the car.
I tried. I did jump over the car involuntarily.
You got to bring the bike with you.
I know.
But no,
Stupid
so
crash bars saved my bike.
the one thing that I will say that I did not enjoy was I enjoyed the bar we went to
During the day?
during the day.
The loft, yep.
I love that place, and I love it once we got out of Panama Beach. Once we got out of is that Panama right there?
You talking about once we started heading south?
Yeah. Once we started cutting through some of those like back
Woods.
dude,
yeah.
I fucking love that part. But
A lot of stop and go.
riding that beach, like trying to ride close to the beach the whole way, like fuck that.
Yeah, I've never been down that route, but me and Jaden were talking about it because me and Jaden kind of put the route together. And we're like, we can try the coast.
Dude,
the
if
whole
we
way.
do that again, I'm down. Just go to 10 and then go down and then cut down.
We'll just skip that lunch bar we went to.
Well, I liked that area. I
but
thought
that
it was dope.
that
going
was like
across
the
that
fastest
bridge.
way to get there.
Yeah.
So we would have, and then we're just in that stop and go all day. And we got a late start too. That's why we rode for at least 12 hours that day. 10 hours or 11 hours, something like that.
Long day. Good day.
Homeboy's bike but fucked up. What did his bike end up?
Brent?
What ended up being?
I don't remember what it was.
Oh.
Because he made it to the campout, didn't he?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
fixed it
but it
that
was
day, and he
later.
made it later
It
that
was
night.
something
He made it the next morning, I think.
Yeah, it was something like.
It was
kinda-
internal, but it was like a quick fix. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
dude, I
though.
can't remember what it was. Yeah,
It was something serious but easy to fix.
that
But-
we didn't think about checking.
Well, once we got there, we just phones off, just
Yeah.
went hard in the paint because there's so many people already there
Yeah.
that we didn't even know. So we had to like meet them too. So it was kind of pandemonium once we got there.
No, but like I said, when we were leaving, we left that Florida Bama area, and we were going down through Destin and into Panama Beach and all those little towns that are on that coast there. I don't know what that road is, but I know that there's the road that's right on the beach where all the hotels and shit are. And we were on like more the faster pace road that's just like maybe a mile or two north of the
Intercoastal, yeah.
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 And man, it just takes forever, man. It's
A lot
all
of
it
stop
is.
and go.
A lot of stop and go.
A lot of lights for how many bikes we have? 25, 30 bikes with us?
Something like that. It was quite
A
a
lot
bit.
of bikes to go through lights with. We had to run a lot of lights. I can't believe they popped up that helicopter at one time. I thought that was for sure for us.
I didn't even see it.
Oh, it was when we were getting to St. George Island. There was like a helicopter circling. And I was
Oh,
like,
well,
fuck.
Yeah, I remember that
We were
because
mobbing pretty hard.
that was when we finally had a break where we could actually go around cars. And I remember me and Justin was in the front that time, and we were just like fucking like going around cars left and right. As soon as we get behind one, we were going around another one.
Breakdown lanes and fucking just getting.
Yeah, just pretty much doing Dyna shit. You know what I mean? But like I said, when we got to that restaurant, what is it? St. George Island? Is that what you?
Yeah,
that's
the
what it's
restaurant's called Harry A's.
Harry A's. It was a good time there.
Great. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good time. Great place.
It was fun. It was one of those things like I could party there, but we still had like how many like
In
200
the back of our head,
miles?
none of us could relax because we're like, we're only halfway to the campground today.
Shout out Erica, Kate.
Katie. Yeah.
Katie?
Erica, yeah.
Katie got some. Anytime you say Katie, you always think of fucking Dave Chappelle.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
You didn't see the Dave Chappelle and fucking Lysol and all them?
No, I don't remember that one.
The Mad Real World.
Was it the show?
the
Dave
Mad
Chappelle-
Real World.
Oh, no. I think I know what you're talking about now, but I don't remember the references.
So the one white dude, his name's Chad. His
Y'all are old
girlfriend-
as fuck. You remember that?
His
dude.
white girl.
I was probably in
his
fourth grade when that
girlfriend
shit
comes
came
over,
out.
Yeah.
And the one dude, he's like, he's fresh out of prison.
Lysol.
His buddy Lysol is
Wasn't it
real fresh
Debo
out of
or
prison.
something?
And no, it's Tron. I think
Tron.
it's Tron, yeah.
Yeah.
His buddy Lysol comes over. Well, anyways, Tron and Lysol have sex with Katie, and they make Chad watch in the corner. They got the night vision camera on. And at one point, I think he's just sitting there crying. And then he's like, then he telling him, he makes him beat his meat or something. You just see the pillow coming. He's like,
I think I remember that now.
Oh, it's the
even
best.
with the Black Pass, I don't know if Chappelle could get away with Chappelle's show today.
I don't know.
Oh,
if
no
you
way.
could- Yeah.
The blind Klansman.
Oh,
I don't think that was. I mean, that was
Dude, that was pretty touchy. They would never
there's
fly
still
today.
people that would probably get upset about it.
white people would.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's more than
I just watched Chappelle on this like Letterman show on Netflix, and he was like, he offended himself. That's why he like stopped doing the show. He's like, I like pushed my own buttons and like got offended.
Well, I think it's because I remember
he's looking out for sponsorship dollars. He said something. He goes, ooh, fuck, that may cost me some Netflix money. let me back out and act sad real quick. And I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
No.
I just know that money motivates everybody right now. Unless you're like us and you have fucking nothing to lose or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a dude like that, it's all money driven. The
Yeah.
only reason you're going to not say something is because you're afraid it's going to affect your money.
Right.
Otherwise, you're a true comedian.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Chappelle's that anymore.
I don't think
Fucking shoot
Chappelle
me.
gives a shit.
Yeah, like I said, that little last part was still fun. It just like some of the night once we started getting into the nice part of Florida, more or less, like
The woods.
like it started getting dark. So that kind of sucked.
Looking
But
out
other
for
than that,
deer and it started to get. No, it wasn't chilly. Actually, the weather was like perfect.
it's
the whole
perfect.
weekend.
Yeah, it was really perfect.
Wasn't too hot. Wasn't too cold.
But no, like I said, we ended up making it to the campground, and I remember setting up pretty quickly. I don't even remember paying for anything, to be honest with you. I don't know how we paid or whatever.
Yeah, when we
I
got
paid
there,
after I
it
set
was
up. They
late.
give
It
you a
was kind of a
flag for
shit
your
show.
tent.
It was either you set up first and get your little flag and the thing for your
Oh, I think I did because I remember getting a flag.
kickstand stand, or you did it after the fact. But it was, we rolled up there and there was enough people going, oh, you can either go sign in or fucking come out here. This is where the camping is. So
We had a
think I left
set
my
up in the
tent
pitch
there.
black. Did you?
Yeah, I was like, fuck it, I'm done with this one.
I don't remember. I should have left mine. Jesus Christ.
Motherfucker. Keep talking, I'll get it right. You ain't even smoked yet.
Are we even on
that's the problem.
camera? Yeah, they got that on camera. Maybe.
Fucking, that's the problem. Like, you want me to go walk in there all fucking. The problem is, I smoke weed. I ain't smoked weed in 2 weeks.
So, yeah, the next day we rode to lunch, Harry A's, St. George Island, and then busted through that nice area after that, after we got a stop and go. A lot of fuel stops.
Yeah.
Then, like, the last one was like, all right, it's go time. And then we hit US 19, which is like our north and south road.
Yeah.
And I was in front, and it was dark, and I had just, seemed like 100 bikes behind me of headlights. Jesus Christ.
Hey, dude, hey, take it easy. I'm a guest on this podcast. Fucking say your story and leave me alone.
And then I was coming up to every car in the fast lane for no reason. There'd be like one car in the fast lane. I kept flashing my lights, and they would move over, and we'd blast by them. Instead of 30 of us switching lanes, I just flicker my lights. One car yanks the wheel, hits the ditch. I thought he was going to come sideways and take out like the rest of y'all behind me, and I was like, fuck. After that, I stopped flashing my lights. I was like, I'm just going to go around. I don't know what they're drunk or what, but like
Probably
they
freaked them the fuck out. Yeah, you just got to
freaked
get
them the
you got to
fuck
get on their
out.
ass for a minute and see if they move, and if not, then you rip around. them.
As I was coming up, just flickering the lights, and usually they move over, but that fucking guy just like, I'm just going to kill myself.
The fact that you were doing this,
Did you get it?
that right there, that would scare me if you were doing that across the bar, dude.
Yeah.
So imagine if you did that to the lights.
Yeah.
It's like times a lot.
It's actually part of my
Dude thought he was having a seizure.
my
He didn't know it was
my probation terms. I'm not allowed to do that
Why
at
do
bars
these lights
anymore.
look so weird.
Yeah, that was wild, but we did kind of set like second win, wherever the fuck you said.
That last
part, we were
fuel stop,
mobbing.
we were like, fucking get it.
That took a big shit at that last.
We were at that last one for, it seemed like forever.
Dude,
I'm like,
I
let's
was-
get there.
Dude, it was like one of those great bathrooms. You couldn't pass it up. It was like, you know what? I can hunker down in this bathroom and let things rip. And
I was getting text from my buddy Franco.
I feel comfortable in here.
I was getting text from my buddy Franco. He's like, man, there's no lights out here. Everybody's in the dark. So in my head, I'm thinking everybody's just being miserable and like hating life. And I get there and I was like, oh, everybody's in the bar. Like nobody's even like worried about it. So I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
And it was nice because the only time we actually went back to the camp, to the tents, which if you just now listen to this, the bar was on the premises, was when we had the bonfire after the bar closed after like 3 a.m.
I think I was asleep at that time.
Dude, the first night we had a pretty good bonfire. There was like 20 people, 30 people out there having a bonfire like after closing hours. Second night we did too, but it was just me and like some of the Florida guys because everybody else had to ride, but us Florida guys were like, let's just keep getting fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Some German guy came over and had a whole conversation
Oh,
with
the
him.
dude on a bicycle, right?
I don't know.
No, he was riding a bicycle across the country.
Was he?
The German guy, because the next morning him and Trent were like, hell yeah, brother.
He was, actually.
They were talking before they left. Yeah. That makes me fun.
But no, that you know, like I said, when we got there that night, you know, we had already went hard the night before. We had a long day of riding.
Right.
We should have all been worn out, but I think it was a 2 or 3 a.m. night for me that night too.
The second night?
Yeah.
Or the first night?
The
We got
first
there.
camp night.
Oh, okay, yeah. No,
So-
that was everybody stayed up that night. I think you made it to the after fire because I'm pretty sure I saw you there. I remember you being there, but I don't remember too well. But I went to bed and left. Yeah, Adam and Mark were the last two awake, which is crazy. They were
Yeah, I think Mark.
Further
I think I
driven.
was already too drunk for when Mark showed up to have the same enthusiasm I would have normally had if Mark
Right.
showed up. You know, that late.
well. We didn't know he was coming.
We didn't. Yeah, he just.
We knew he tried, and then he went home when his bike broke down, and then he did it again. It's like fuck, man. He was determined.
He's been blowing up bikes left and right on the way to campouts.
Jesus.
But no, I mean, like I said, we all that first night was a great convergence of everybody getting there, and then the second day, you know, I was talking shit to. I was telling Mark, Big Trouble.
It's
Apparently
really
you get-
burpee beer.
It's burpee beer, yeah. So I was telling Mark how I was like just busting everybody's ass on the way down there, like with the bike and everything. And so Mark's, you know, CVO's all done up. He technically on paper has more horsepower than me, but
Which I didn't know his motor was done.
yeah, he's got a fucking
131 or 128 or
128, I believe, but it's all done, built like
Oh, I didn't know
bottom
that.
end and everything.
shit.
And because I remember when he first had it done, like he first went dyno to the bike after he did something, and then the bottom end wasn't done. It blew up on the dyno,
Oh shit.
and then so he had to have the whole thing rebuilt.
Fuck.
And so his shit was dialed. But that night, you know, I was just talking shit, you know, just like, you know, like, hey man, tomorrow morning I'm gonna bust your ass on that fucking bike, show you what $6,000 looks like versus that $10,000 you got in that motor over there. And so we were riding to that bar that you were taking us to, and I just was fucking like, come on, man, just fucking
He wouldn't do
show
it.
me something, dude. And he just wouldn't do it. And then it was funny as fuck because he wouldn't do anything. We hung out the entire time, and then I rode back with him. And I'm like, maybe he's going to fucking do it now. There's not that many bikes on the road. Didn't do nothing. And I was all right, we're not going to race. I get to Florida for the fucking bike show. This motherfucker's talking shit like, oh man, I was trying to race you. I'm like, no, the fuck, what multiverse are you in right now? Because that shit did not take place. And so, like I said, we started our relationship talking shit to each other in person. So that's kind of the way it's been going. So
Yeah, that's what
he's
makes
the best
good
dude,
friends.
though.
Hell yeah,
dude. If
Me and him are riding together to the Fast Life.
hell yeah, I'm glad he's riding.
Yeah.
See, that's what's awesome about all this shit, right?
He's like, we're not gonna ride straight there, right? And I'm like, no, I don't like to ride like that. I'll do it if I have to, but it's not my.
Well,
forte.
he was going to come here and do
I'll
a
take
podcast.
an extra day off. Yeah, he said we're gonna leave a day early and come here and do the podcast. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'll leave a day early with you.
Yeah,
My motor should be done by then too, so I'll see if I can fuck with him.
yeah. So I think he was going to ride here, and that's what I think is dope, man. Because a lot of people don't look at riding miles on bikes. They like a lot of people listen to this podcast probably do. They want to do this shit. But when you start talking to a lot of different people in the industry, the bike scene, you realize a lot of people are just like, fuck, I'll trailer there. We you guys, me, all of us, we make this shit fun.
But for the record, if you show up with a trailer, that's fine.
It's fine.
We're gonna make fun of you if we like you.
Yeah.
If not, we'll make fun of you behind your back.
But that's the thing about it all. It's like, man, it doesn't really matter, man. All that matters to me is that you showed up.
Right. That's my thing. Like, yeah, okay, if you got a trailer, whatever, be there.
The thing is that you're gonna
get a little more shit.
Yeah.
But we'd rather have you there than not there.
Your Campout is prime example of that. If you would have just trailered there, you would have missed out on the first 45 minutes of this fucking conversation of us talking about the things we did before we even made it there.
Yeah, 100%. But like Steve was on the fence about flying there. That is probably the one camp out that you could fly to and not miss much. Because you could really just rent a car and be like I did everything they did.
Yeah.
Some of the guys split off and they went and checked out the coast and stuff, like some smaller
manatees.
groups.
I think Styles and his chick were trying to go see manatees or something like that.
Yeah.
Michael.
I took my shirt off. I thought that was good enough for them.
South Carolina. Michael and his wife and his buddy.
Yeah.
They all, I think they went one day and checked out the manatees.
Yeah.
They had family that I think lived, was it Marathon?
At the Keys?
There was something that was like an hour away.
No, Marathon's like 9 hours, 10 hours away.
Somewhere that had manatees that were doing their roost or some fucking thing.
Oh, Crystal River, probably. There's a lot of manatees there, and that's not very far.
Yeah.
Maybe an hour.
His old lady's
probably had to be
chick
Crystal
was
River
or something. And they were going to go see somebody's in-laws. But yeah, there's a few people that one day they were like, "Oh, dude, we're fucking getting on a ride," and I was like, "Fuck."
Somebody tagged me on Instagram of a
Did
hippo.
you see last night?
A hippo?
They left the
same
fucking
thing last night.
They left the campground, and then I'm getting tagged, and it says DownSouth Campout. It says a hippo. I'm like, where the fuck do you find a hippo? Jesus Christ!
Went to the zoo.
This fucking mushroom's been killing me. I've seen hippos and shit.
Fun.
But yeah, that second day we woke up and we all smashed over to that bar. That bar was fun, man.
Yeah, well, I call them ahead and make sure they had enough staff and that we're bringing a crowd. And I don't know how many people you think can. It's really hard to count people. It's because nobody's in the same spot at the same time. My cousin was like 20. I'm like, no, fuck you. I came with 25, and there was double. At least, I'd say at least 60 to 80 in that.
Yeah.
But it's super hard to tell because like some people were over there for one day, some people were there for one night, some people were there the whole time.
Yeah.
So like coming and going. I'd say between 60 and 80, somewhere in that range, but it's super hard to count.
I think that with all the
but for a first event,
well, I mean, not to steal your thunder.
eat dicks.
Thunder in Paradise.
Here's the thing. No, I think that what's been going on with our camp out working, with Steve's working, with the Pennsylvania camp out, I think that it's like now that there was another option to come to yours, it was just a perfect timing situation because. As I've said many times, it's really hard to go to Steve's up in Michigan because of where it's tucked in between Sturgis. But yours being at the end of the year.
It's like the last event of the year, and I kind of want to keep it there as the last event where some of the guys were kind of battling snow, but everybody got pretty lucky, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really hit any real snow, but it was like, who knows if this year would be different. But, global warming. So
hopefully that should make it a little bit warmer. Keep all that cold shit up above Canada.
And it was warm. It was warm down there. It was what, 80 during the day?
Yeah, it's like we left.
Yeah, dude, it was hot during the day. If you thought you're like, oh, dude, I gotta bring some fucking leggings and all that shit.
I had a lot of guys.
Maybe like one light pair, but yeah.
No. A lot of guys are hitting me up. They're like, bro, it's gonna be freezing down there then. I'm like, then don't come.
I was fucking doing my homework on the weather too, and it was showing, lows overnight at 40. I was like, fuck, dude, it's going to be fucking cold tonight. It never felt that cold.
No, it was
goddamn in the day, it felt like it was springtime in Houston, muggy and just like, fuck, dude,
We're basically in a swamp.
Fat. I'm taking my shirt off because I'm fucking just sweating. Like, I only brought so many T-shirts.
Dude, I didn't even take a shower for 2 days, and I rode home 1,000 miles home and didn't take.
I didn't know people showered at campouts.
I did shower.
Did they even have a shower?
I don't remember.
I don't drink coffee, so showering is kind of like if I can, I'm gonna fucking shower.
I just started drinking in the morning.
But the thing was, I went to the very end of it. I was real hungover. I didn't know what to do.
Ugh.
I got over there, and as soon as I got there, I was like, no, I'm not gonna shit. I'm just gonna wait till I find a good gas station. And I got in the shower, and I was like, I gotta shit. Like this is. I legit thought I was like, is there a place?
Whose towel did you use?
In the corner, and like, because the shower is real rudimentary. Like it was kind of like a trailer that was on some bricks, and I was like, is there enough space I could shit like in between where this just falls out in the fucking nature?
Did Jones bring 2 towels this time?
That was Chris.
Oh, it's Chris. Kenna.
We've made up on that since then. But no, yeah. So I came back after. All right, let's go take it down. Came back to the shower, and I guess because I was in the far end, I turned it on. I was in there, good 15 minutes. It was like a jail shower, man. There was no hot water. It was on
and a lot of dudes.
I waited. Unfortunately, it was just me.
Unfortunately.
So I just waited. I was like, well, fuck, this is what it is. I bit the bullet. And I was like, and I stepped out of it. I was like, what hangover? I'm fucking awake. I'm alive. And I swear to God, at the very end of it, the water turns warm. I was like, what the fuck is this? So I'm holding my arm under. I was like, oh, now you want to get warm. At that point, I was in Viking mode. I was kicking the door open, like, whoa, who wants to go drink? Let's go kill somebody. So yeah, they had shower, but it was cold as fuck.
I don't even see the
At least
showers.
the end one was.
I didn't even see one. Turn the mic towards your mouth, dude. Turn the mic. Do you see how all of us looks like insert.
I feel like if I touch it too much, I feel like I'm just being like trying to be like, oh, look at me, I'm a hip hop guy. Like, let me get the mic by me, yo.
Then they can hear you.
There we go.
Knew I should have left you in the minor leagues. The Cold Snack Podcast king over here.
Wait, he's done 2 before this,
Unaired.
right?
2 unaired. I got the record for most unaired podcasts.
Were they both Patreon?
No.
I listened to one on Patreon.
So
That's
that
where
one.
I found out that Scott peed the tent.
No, we did that one. We actually did another one recently with Saxon, and I went off the deep end.
We all did.
Oh man,
Bad
that's
one.
a Patreon one all day.
It is, but here's the deal. I need to listen to the whole thing and see if I can release it. Jaden said some shit. I said some shit.
Are you sure? He
Yeah,
seems pretty PG.
No.
Never.
I think I went off on a tangent about homeless people.
Oh, they get what they fucking deserve. I'll say
They
that
should have an
now.
open season or something.
No, it was just we were drinking, right?
You and I were. Saxon was here. I don't know. I think Saxon got stoned. Saxon was just like, when we got into weird shit, Saxon was like, so I crashed my bike.
Damn, we're in the fucking crash bike club now.
Oh, welcome
Yeah.
to it, brother.
Me, you, and Saxon.
Yeah, well, you should learn how to ride bikes.
Well, maybe if I didn't drink so much, it'd be fine.
Seems to not be a problem for me.
I'm out of beer.
Go get another 6-pack from down there. Yeah.
We're good.
Hell yeah.
You can do drugs. If the camera can only see all that. Let me see if I can wide angle that shit right quick.
He can scoot close. Oh, there you go.
Hold on.
I look skinnier.
That's
do
you
more.
remember that koozie from Austin?
Oh yeah, we got the whole table now. Are you just zooming in on him?
Look at all his drugs. He brought a whole kit of drugs. I love you, America. Like, he literally brought like a fucking fishing lure kit.
Is it a grinder?
Is
this what you gays call it?
Non-gay kind.
Oh, man.
I don't know anything about drugs. In case Oakley's listening. So, what happened? Got there the first night. Jadon Dragon here, old drug school man. He fucked the dragon on top of the school
I told
bus.
him, I saw that dragon on top of that school bus. I said, look, dude.
Go to my Instagram. You can see the picture of him fucking the dragon.
I was like, obviously in Sturgis, he got the tattoo dragon on his chest.
I think we should go into that story.
Yeah, I feel like he should say it because we've said the story before, but I think that it was on our Sturgis recap podcast where he wasn't
Yeah,
on.
That's where I heard it because I didn't even know he got the tattoo in Sturgis.
Yeah,
I don't know where my brain was. All this shit happened in Sturgis, and I didn't see any of it.
well,
All I saw was my titty getting sucked.
dude, that was the best titty suck of it. Dude, your
Pulled
titty
my
getting,
goddamn hair out.
your titty getting sucked gave me a hard on, bro.
Bro, I was like, she'd suck a dick off. Like,
Yeah.
she was... ooh.
Yeah, she wasn't pretty, so she had talents in other areas. Is basically what we're.
I almost paid her $5, but I was like, I bet she'd do it for free. I was like, hey, I'll give you... you want to suck on my titty? She's like, yeah. I'm like, well, good thing I didn't give her $5. Shit.
No, so when we got there,
Man, I
sorry.
hope people I love don't listen to this podcast.
When we
Totally
got
gonna
to
be judged.
Sturgis, we were setting up our tents, and I'm sorry if everybody's already heard this, but this old dude, this lonely dude, just pulls up on his bike, sets up a tent. He's got his whole little kit going on. He walks over and goes. He comes up to He comes up to Jadon and goes, "What's up? I'm Lone Wolf." And first thing in Jaden's mind was, "What's up, man? I'm Dragon."
Straight faced.
Straight face.
Straight faced.
And so as soon as that conversation was over, we ended up going downtown Sturgis to see our buddy Wes,
yeah,
a tattoo artist down there. Lo and behold, he had a fucking little dragon tattoo in his little.
Did he tell anybody he was getting that?
He said
he just got it.
He said he had to. So the last day he was in Sturgis is when he ended up getting the tattoo.
Did he talk about it beforehand or just disappeared and came back with it?
No, he talked about it. We kept fucking with him like, "Hey,
I
dude,
thought he just came back.
When
with
you
like,
gonna get
look
that
what
tattoo?" I mean, he's literally here. You could tell his own story, but
yeah,
apparently he's doing drugs.
It's one of my favorite stories.
Yeah,
because I was like, well, we should tell again in case you've heard both. And it's been like 6 months since that podcast, so maybe some people haven't heard it. But yeah, that was amazing, and I didn't even know about it till after the fact. And I was there. I'm just half your guys' pictures I wasn't there for. I don't know where the fuck I was the whole time.
You were doing a bunch of shit in Sturgis, man. You were hanging
I was
out.
by myself.
You were
because my boy wanted to go like riding with his dad, and I'm like, cool.
Tell me
we've already
this,
done
though.
all the touristy stuff, so I was like going to coffee shops during the day, just chilling by myself, checking out, doing what I wanted to do.
Tell me this though. Next year, the move is to camp with us at Days Inn.
100%. And next year, I don't have to do all the tourist rides because I've done them.
Yeah.
I could give two shits about going back to Badlands. I could give two shits about Needles Highway, Iron Mountain, Rushmore. If I go there, cool. If I don't, cool. Because I've done it now. And I think if you go to Sturgis, you have to go for like a good 2 weeks. Get all the rides out of the way. And for the rest of your life, you've seen it. Go if you want. If you don't make it, who cares? Just go party.
Well, my thing is like,
and I fucking won the fucking performance bagger bike show there, so that was cool. First timer. It was pretty.
I mean, there's some reasons why you won. I don't know if you're being that honest right now.
Oh yeah. I rode Insta and Kyle's bike, but that's a small detail for winning. Yeah.
We were telling them.
Speaking of Sturgis and Kyle, R.I.P. Kyle.
Oh yeah,
moment of silence.
Did you ever meet the other Kyle?
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
dude. That
he passed away.
Dude, it's heavy, man.
Bike wreck.
It's heavy, man. Because
Is that what it was?
I think so. Yeah, I think somebody said something about a bike wreck.
Yeah, it's super heavy because
not Instacat having Kyle for the record.
no, there's too many fucking
We should probably
Kyles.
be clear about that. It's not drive ass honky either.
But yeah, no, this dude rode out from New Jersey solo just to come out and party with us and camp with us.
Fucking sad.
And he did.
And he did.
fucking did.
Yeah.
He ended up hanging out with Joel. His name's Joel, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He ended up hanging out with Joel, which Joel rode up to. He's another dude that lives a little bit north of Dallas. He rode up too on his Softail. Fucking ape hangers like this, no
Gangster
windshield,
style,
just
yeah.
fucking parachute.
Fuck
And
it.
it was awesome because he was like posting some stories just now. Like,
I saw
I did
it.
Sturgis. It was dope. Time of my life. Same thing. His bike's dope. It just don't fit our style of bikes. And I think that eventually he's going to get onto something that we do so he can do the traveling and the riding like
But
we do.
it's fucking super cool that he goes, fuck this way. All right, I want this. Like,
I know there's a
the
lot of
bike's not there yet, but
controversy.
fucking I'm down. And to do it, dude, that's fucking rad.
So he ended up staying in Sturgis longer than all of us. We dipped out to go do the Yellowstone shit.
Right. Yeah.
And so the same thing with Kyle. He ended up staying back and he hung out with the Joel dude and they were hanging out, right? I ended up seeing Kyle again at the Indian Larry block party. He came up to me and he goes, "Hey man, my name's Kyle. I'm the guy you keep talking about on the podcast that rode from New Jersey."
You got the blue bike. You don't remember my fucking name.
Yeah. I'm like, "Oh, cool. I should be able to remember Kyle, right?" And then like I said, I was in Covington's doing the last bike I was doing up there. And Joe reached out to me and goes, "Hey man, did you I just found out that Kyle died. He passed away. You know, he was in a bike accident." And I was like, "When?" And he's like, "It was like the end of September." I was like, "Dude, the fucking September 18th is when we were there for fucking Indian Larry." So it was like a week or a couple of days after I saw him last.
Fuck.
It's shit, you know, like, I didn't know the kid very well. I really didn't. But I got kind of teary, man, because like what happened was I was talking to Joel about it. I was like, man, how'd you find out? He goes, well, apparently his mom is running his Instagram now. And so his mom reached out, or he sent him a message. And his mom told him what was going on. And he started talking to her. And he said that, see, I'm getting teary now, like just thinking about it. It's like,
Well, it hits home. It's something we all do.
He said that she said that he told his mom that trip to go hang out with all of us changed his life.
I mean, it changed a lot of our lives. I see
like,
exactly what he's talking
dude.
about.
I was like, I mean, I'm glad that she sees that she was able to share that way, but like, I mean, it could be very easy for her to be like, well, these fucking nerds.
Oh, to be
Killed
fucking
him.
bitter about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got on a motorcycle. Fuck everything having to do with motorcycles.
We motivated him to ride, and then that happened, and she could easily be like, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's an adult. He makes his own decisions.
Yeah.
And as far as that goes, fucking anything can
And
happen.
I think all of us know the risk. We all 100% know the risk.
Yeah, but I mean, the fucking kid
You know,
could have got
if it
cancer. He
happens-
could have fucking robbed. You know, he could have a dispute with a girlfriend. I mean, there's 1,000 ways you could fucking die.
How do
You know what I'm saying?
what
Like,
the
there's.
fuck?
I'm just saying, there's 1,000 fucking ways you could die. I think there's even a show about that. 1,000 ways you could die.
I think it's a million ways.
In the West.
But just the fact that he had that much, you know, to be able to tell your mom, imagine telling your fucking mom, I don't know, maybe he's super close to his mom, but imagine opening up to your mom and going, I had one of the most fun fucking times of my life with a bunch of these fucking dudes, and to be honest, I don't fucking know him that well, but it was like, it meant something to him. It fucking meant something to him.
Yeah.
Like I said, just, I don't know, if you're ever on the fence, think of fucking about that.
Yeah, and that's kind of the deal. It's like, you know, I
feel the same way as he does. I mean, I've said it before. I'm on record. I feel like I've won the fucking lottery, kind of falling into this thing, and I'll stand by that forever until I don't feel that way. So, you know what I mean? But I mean, yeah. Just if you're ever on the fence, just as long as you don't fucking suck as a person, come the fuck out, dude. Come
Well,
hang
you'll
out.
find out
and
if you suck as a person real
suck.
quick.
Yeah, don't suck. I mean, just don't wear cheetah pants, I guess, and you'll be fine. Shots fired.
Pew 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 pew. But but yeah, I mean, there is a. But at the same time, I think that like I think about this a lot because not just like this circle of friends that we have, but this, you know, you could think like the Dallas Cats, right? That's a circle, and then you I guess Arkansas is the thing now, so
Kinda.
and so then you got Arkansas, and then you in Florida, and all the cats in Michigan, and just all the people in general that's been doing these campouts with us for the last 4 years now. And you know, in my world of motorcycles, how many people that I know personally and deal with, like I have not yet had to deal with anybody that I know close. That's actually, I got a lot of friends doing dumb shit all the time that end up wrecking bikes. You know, and you too.
Oh, yeah.
But it's so far, it's
I wasn't
been.
doing dumb shit. I was just texting.
Hello.
I was just texting and riding with a couple shots. So
A couple doubles in me. I don't know. It was lunch. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. I could blame you, bitch. You
I didn't even make it home from the camp out.
What against cylinder investigation?
So, what part of the story? At first night, Jadon.
Yeah.
Jadon fucked the dragon. Dragon fucked the dragon.
Oh yeah, that's when we started talking about the dragon. No, I saw that dragon up there. I said, "Dude, earn your fucking name."
Oh, and he did. He got up there and he broke that goddamn tail off that dragon to get to the butthole easier. And then he was like, "Oh fuck," and had an "oh fuck" moment and tried to fix it. Wouldn't fix. So then he like jumps down, and the management or whatever went to like look for him to kick him out or whatever they're gonna do.
I don't
kick his
remember
ass.
any of that.
I do.
I
Because he
remember
was
the next
hiding
day.
under the table.
No, I never hit on the table. But the one thing about that is I do remember feeling like,
Oh,
all right,
fuck, oh,
I've
fuck,
seen
oh,
Jason
fuck.
Bourne. So yeah, remember like that. But I also remember going like, you've seen like you're
the second
prepared
time
for
he called
this.
himself
Dude.
Jason
You're,
Bourne
you're
tonight.
ready for this. And I sort of got at one point, this guy's coming at me. I knew he was coming at me. And there was kind of I kind of moved over towards this pole, and I bent down and I did this, and I kind of waited. And I kind of came back up on the other side of the pole, real martial arts like.
And he took off.
And I turned around, and the guy was looking the other way, and I was like, Jesus Christ, like, am I Jason Bourne? Like, it was, it fucking worked. Dude, it fucking worked perfectly. I was like, oh my God, too easy. I walked out the front door. I was like, this is what it feels like to be the fucking player in a spy movie.
Next morning, he wouldn't even come to breakfast over at the bar. He's like, I ain't going back, man.
He comes back with Justin's dyed beard fucking stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, I don't know. I did freak out thinking that it was just, I didn't want to ruin it for anybody. I didn't want to be the,
Hey,
And
the
the
amount
funny-
of money that we spent there donating.
And the funny part was
They fixed it. The next day it was fixed.
oh yeah, there was multiple Jones, who's like one of my non-violent friends. There were so many people that were like, dude, do you realize that if you would have stayed there and if like somebody would have tried to fucking get crazy with you, do you realize how many guys that would have just been like,
We owned that
this
bar that
fuck
weekend.
isn't happening. And like I said, I didn't even think. My whole thing was, I'm not trying to bring heat to anybody else. I'm not trying to bust this up for anybody else.
What if we all just like straight snitched him out and pointed at him? We told him to do it and he did it, so kick his ass
Oh,
out.
dude,
Yeah.
I'd have jumped in Kyle's car and I'd have gone.
They wouldn't have been
GTA.
stupid enough. They could have bought fucking 10 of those dragons for the amount of money we spent there that weekend.
Yeah.
So they appreciated it too. They were really cool.
I thought it was real cool that the I guess the
They're
old
hard.
band that ran the place, like that. I think it was the second night we were in the bar, and the dude came out and said, "Hey, I want to thank you guys for keeping this
Again,
riding
where
your
the
bike."
fuck was I for all this shit?
So the dude came out.
You're putting on tank tops and shit. I saw
I traded
Snapchat
traded
of it.
shirts with the bartender.
remember
After Brent did it.
Yeah.
Well, Brent did it, and Brent's like
Brent looks good
in really good shape.
tank tops.
He's like jacked and tattooed, and all the girls like they were looking at him like, "Oh my god, can I like have a picture with you?"
That's,
and I go,
that's what we call
"Hey."
the Rob effect.
I go, let me show you what happens when I put it on. So I put it on right after them, and people are just laughing their asses off. I go, see how different the response is? It's so weird.
It's kind of
upsetting.
It's a body shaming thing, is what
It's
it is.
totally about because they thought I was hilarious, but girls were like, "Oh my god, looking at him," and so I had to one up them and
It's like the Chris
make it
Farley, Patrick Swayze, Chippendales thing.
oh yeah,
from
exactly.
SNL.
It's exactly how me and Brent look. Next year we're wearing those the whole weekend.
Okay, there you go.
Just me and him, and we're putting on little bow ties and doing the Chris Farley thing. I wore it a little too long. Also, I probably had it on 2 hours.
Wow,
It was a long joke.
that was commitment.
Yeah. Even the lady who owned the place, she's like, "Here," and she gave me a free shirt. I go, "This one's good. I don't know what you're saying right now. This shirt's
thought-
totally fun."
I'm fine with this one.
Yeah, look how much faster I am with these
Well-
aerodynamics.
I do like that you got your shirt like a scrap of it.
Like posted.
Oh, the
Yeah,
shirt I
that
took
was
off.
fucking
Me and
real
me
cool.
and Kyle, Jive Ass Honky, cut up the thing and put it on the wall. They fucked up the shirt order. I didn't even get my size.
for real.
I ordered 3 for me. I didn't get 1.
What do you like? 8XL?
Yep. That's exactly what I am. 8XL tall.
Because you're so buff.
Because I'm so buff and
Yeah.
tall.
Well, you know,
Not short like you.
There is something about being the fucking guy that
You're
set it
picking up the
off.
whispers.
You don't even
with the
need
ear
the
things in this
t-shirts.
time.
There is something about being the guy that it's your thing. You don't need a t-shirt. You are the fucking shirt. Yeah.
I'd just get more tattoos.
how did it feel though? Like you know, from one guy that puts on a camp out to another. Like, how did it feel? All the amount. I mean, Jadon, you were a big help too with
lot of
marketing
help.
and pushing this thing. But like from creating, like taking that idea, making it happen, reaching out to people, setting it up with the actual campground, and seeing it take place. Like, how did that feel? Like seeing it happen in real time.
There are many different levels.
Yeah.
So the first level was, I think I asked you, like, hey, if I threw in, so it started with me going to your camp out first.
Yeah.
The first year I met you and you're like, I'd love to do it in Florida. I go, let's do a Fast Life camp out in Florida. And I sent you pictures of that place and we talked about it and we just never happened. And then you were like, well, I don't really want it to be my thing because I don't know that area and blah, blah, blah. We need somebody else. I was like, well, I'll do one. And then at one of Steve's first or second camp out, I started asking like a couple people, I'm like, if I did one in Florida, would anybody come? They're like, yeah, probably not. It's pretty fucking far, man. We live in like Michigan.
Michigan.
Yeah,
Fuck,
Pennsylvania.
Dude, this is getting out of hand.
Shows up. A bunch of those guys showed up, actually.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I knew the first event was going to be small. I go,
Yeah.
I'd be really happy if 15 people came and 10 of them were from Florida. I'd be really happy with that.
Yeah.
Because it's me by myself with no support in Florida. There's nobody in our scene in Florida. I didn't even know Mark, who's in Jacksonville. We've talked on Instagram a little bit and tried to make plans, but we never actually met. So it was me setting everything up, and there's a vulnerability where, like, if nobody shows up, I'm going to look like the biggest loser you've ever seen in your life. And then when you got on board, because you were like, well, I don't know if I can make it yet, but we'll see. And then you got on board. I started posting and probably annoying everybody a lot. And I'd tag a bunch of people, and then they started reposting it. And then they started posting on their own and tagging me, and I'd repost them, and then just started growing and growing. And then I left my bike after Sturgis, and Arkansas for a while, and I got really close with like Scott. I've been close with Justin, and me and Tony became really good friends. I met him at your last camp out, and then we became friends. And then from there, their boys all wanted to come, so like a huge amount of people came from just Arkansas.
So you're the actual dad of the Arkansas bike scene.
No, I'm an honorary Texan.
Yeah, I know, but somehow the seed had to get into fucking Arkansas.
Oh yeah. I got Arkansas pregnant.
Yeah,
They kind of went from there. I'm the giver of the seed.
yeah.
You're the sperm donor.
So there was that whole vulnerability part. And
Yeah.
then there was a point where I'm like, I think a lot of people might come to this because I sold 70, 80 shirts. And a lot
I
of
love
people
the way you did
didn't-
the shirt thing, though.
Yeah, you don't come because I've had people hit me up like after the fact, like, "Hey man, can you send me that shirt?" I go, "Man, you lost a bet to yourself that you're going to be there. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
A, I don't even like stay in Florida enough to go get a shirt and send it to you. B, there's no leftover shirts. I let people have a free for all once everybody got their shirts they're paid for, and then a couple people had to settle for the other shirts because they fucked up the order twice. But luckily, I had 80 extra shirts, so everybody was happy because you paid for one shirt. Some people got 4 or 5. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm
Yeah.
like, take them. I'm not fucking bringing this shit home. And then people hit me up like,
Did you start to feel better though once you started seeing like?
the repost is what made me like, and then the numbers of the shirts, I go, this many people didn't throw their money away.
Yeah,
90% of people that bought shirts showed up.
yeah.
Some people lost money, but I'm like,
I
what do you
think
want me
it's
to give
fair.
you the money out of my pocket? Because I already paid for them.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't just pocket your money.
Yeah, there was no sponsorship. This
Right.
was,
No, I paid for those shirts out of the money you
This
gave
was
me,
an
and then you
incentive
didn't
to
come get
come.
it.
This
and
is,
I'm not
hey.
sending it. I don't even
Yeah.
live in Florida to send it, and there's no shirts left, really.
Yeah. We gave it to somebody that just showed up.
Yeah.
Show up.
That's the thing. Bet on yourself. That's a reason to go there.
Yeah.
Even Styles was like, man, I was on the fence certain times, but I was like, man, I bought that shirt though.
$20.
Go get that
Fucking-
shirt.
absolutely.
Wait, yeah, bought one
And
for
he was
him and
fucking
Jenny.
there, and we took fucking shots with him, and we partied
Styles
with
is
him.
the
and his
greatest dude
wife-
ever.
No, dude,
Yeah.
the best. Yeah,
That's another
His
guy
wife's
who
cool
I
as shit. Like,
yeah,
they're
absolutely.
all of them.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, Jenny's awesome. That's another guy that I am scared to death if he ever like got drunk and mean.
How would
What do we
stop
do to
it?
him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he just decided
Yeah,
to
shoot him in the knee or something. Like you can't fucking stop a guy that big and strong.
Yeah.
He's scary if he got mad.
Well,
I've never seen him not smile though.
Exactly.
He's the nicest guy in the world. But okay, so there was that point, and then I started seeing the sales, started seeing the reposts. I go, I think this might be a thing. And then when you got behind it with your following, it really started to take off.
Honestly, man, like I think that what happened was, in my opinion, like I don't know where I said. I think we did the podcast together, and that was that. But I don't think my following. I think that just like us,
It
like
gave it credibility.
Our scene of people, like Jadon, all the fucking Texas dudes. I think Jadon's like
Jadon,
memeing,
Yeah.
basically, which is basically what's taking place with this Polar ride coming up.
right? Yeah.
Is like I don't have time to do what he does. I just don't. I have so much shit going on. Not that he doesn't, but if he wants to answer all these questions for everybody, like I don't have time to do that, man. And I don't want to be an asshole because, like I said, I want everybody to come and enjoy all this shit. But dude, I got so many irons in the fire. I don't have time to say all day long to 20 different people that don't know how to fucking read what time we're meeting up, where we're going, what the
Yeah,
dates are, blah, blah, blah. I don't have time to make memes like these guys are doing.
Right.
That makes it more fun to share.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I mean?
And shit talk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But once you got behind it, it kind of gave it credibility. It was like, oh, the guy who throws campouts is going to this campout, so it's actually going to be a
Give it legitimacy.
yeah, definitely give it legitimacy. It was like
Well,
you
said earlier, like, we talked to, because when we first started doing campouts, we wanted to do a fast life campout
in Florida.
in all over the country. We wanted to have like 4 or 5 in different parts of the country, but as like we felt like, oh, this would be so badass to like branch out everywhere. It's the same reason when people from California want to throw shows in Texas, but they don't live here. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you're not fucking throwing a show in my fucking backyard and asking me if I want to sponsor it.
That's how territorial I feel about Florida now.
Exactly. So I started to feel that way. I was
the
like, you know
Florida
what?
guy.
Yeah. So instead of like me putting my name on things, like it's better that it's like, put it like this. I don't want to be don't want the Fast Life Garage to be this like, I want it to be big, but I want people to know that it's big because of all of us. You know what I mean? Like my shop, my camp out, our camp out actually, it's big because we're all there. We're all doing this shit together. It's not because Jace woke up this morning. You know what I'm saying? And so just like you were saying, when you're like, man, once I started seeing the fucking like involvement from everybody else, the energy everybody else is putting into it, it's like, man, like honestly, this energy energizes me. You know what I mean? So like,
there was a point I'm like, do y'all even need me there? Because it started like slow rolling on its own, and then Jadon got involved and he started fielding all the questions.
Well, it was kind of a joke.
It sounded fun.
So this is what
sounded fucking fun.
Before you get into your side of it, like I feel like what was really taking place from my perspective on the outside looking in is, you know, Jadon has been coming around us for about 2 years. You've been around since the beginning of the whole Anvil thing, but
like
you really came into your own this year. I think it was Sturgis that really just broke the shell open and made you just want to like you're all in. You know what I mean? And that's something me and you have talked about quite a bit over the last couple of months. But this camp out, I remember joking with some of the other guys because they were like, you know, like all the East Texas dudes, like James, all them, like, well, it looks like Jadon's leading the trip from Texas. I'm like, you know what, man? I'm down. Like, I never get to be a guy, you know,
for the ride.
Just where are we going? You know what I mean? And so Jadon was taking fucking point on this thing. And I'm like, dude, do it. You know, set up the spot. We get there. The cats are there. We roll and it fucking happened. You know what I mean? I love that because I know how, like, I know what it's like to host things. I know what it's like to, like, the anxiety that comes into it. Like, you hope that everybody's showing up. You hope everybody's doing what they say they're going to do. Having a good time.
You hope they're not like, this fucking place sucks. Like, this guy don't even know what he's doing.
Yeah, but at the
then
same,
you kind of have to front and just have so much confidence and be like, yeah, it's going to be great. Show up. And instead of being like, I don't know, I hope it's good. Like, people aren't going to show up if you're like, I hope it's a fun time. So you kind of have that.
What I realize, though, is about who we are and the kind of bikers that we are, is that you could have had, like I said about like pulling up to that first that hotel that night. We could have made a time of our life. We could have showed up to that hotel in Crystal Beach or wherever the fuck that place, Orange 100%. Beach, whatever it is. Went to the fucking beer store, liquor store, loaded up, and stayed there till 6 a.m. drinking beer, having a fun time in that parking lot.
Because we had enough personality,
and I would have been enough.
Holiday Inn parking.
And we could have gone home the next day and be like, that was fucking rad, dude.
Had a story to tell. We'd have all been closer. Fuck yeah.
We have enough personalities in our group to be self-sustaining. We don't have to go out and be like, man, I hope there's girls or like stuff like none of us care. We just want to have like a fun time with each other.
You know, as gay as it sounds, like it is kind of weird. Like we have
the built-in entertainment.
Yeah, we're not like, oh, there's no girls here. This is a sausage party. I'm out.
Yeah, that's how we were in like high school. But now we're like, bro, girls suck to talk to. Have you ever tried it? They're not like, oh man, have you done this? Like, I don't know. I just got my nails done. Just not fun. Just don't relate on so many levels of shit we want to talk about.
I agree.
No, we did that.
You're so lucky your wife doesn't listen to this.
Like, I know. We could have easily done like what you're saying, and it would have been kind of like the pizza party in Nebraska on the way to Sturgis, which is perfect. Got pulled over right before. Hey, dude, we're trying to get up in the morning. Like, we stayed there, drank a bunch of beer, hung out, never left the parking lot. Perfect. That night needed Floribama.
Yeah.
And it was, and just the way it ended. Fuck, dude, nobody got left behind. Nobody got arrested. I know plenty of people got real drunk. I know some people personally have regrettable stories. And,
not me for the record.
And, like I said,
it was
anonymity in this motherfucker.
Anonymity.
Say that again.
Anonymity.
Yeah, that. But you know, I understand the anxiety going into throwing an event, and like it's kind of like, okay, this weekend we have
like
our
having
party.
a birthday party, and you're like, nobody shows up. It's like the same feeling.
The fortunate thing about all this stuff, and I guess the confidence that I have now for it is this. Like, say this weekend, you know, this is our first anniversary weekend that's not piggybacked on IMS, right?
Right.
So IMS, not the best show in America, but it's
something to do.
Something to do.
Yeah.
So why come to Dallas just just for the fast life.
I asked myself that all day today.
All day long, right?
I flew in today for this
Yeah.
party tomorrow for the record, or
So,
Saturday.
But the way I'm looking at it is like, you know what, man? At the end of the day, I know that you're here. All of my Dallas homies here. I know that East Texas is on their way tomorrow. I know
Arkansas is on
I
their
know
way tomorrow.
Arkansas. It's like we don't need a bigger reason. We are exactly the hotel. All we need is a fucking place to convene, and it's not. I don't throw an anniversary party to celebrate another year of my existence. I throw it as another excuse to get you motherfuckers together to drink beer.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Like, I don't give a fuck about it. It's not like I have a fucking candle cake out there tomorrow.
I'm so surprised you didn't do it at Strokers because your stupid dickhead neighbor out here.
But even then,
I wanted it was gonna happen, but
Yeah, I saw him reach out on one of your posts. They're like, "Hey, if you need anything from us during your party."
it's just it's weird right now around here. You know what I mean? Like I'd love to do it.
COVID weird?
No. The thing about Strokers is Strokers is the perfect bar.
It would
to
have been
do
nice just to wash your hands and been like, "Everybody get drunk and Uber home. Fuck it."
Yeah, but the Uber home from there for all of us is very far, except for like Jaden.
Yeah, but DUIs
And there's
are
no
really
there's no hotels around there that you want to stay at.
because they're expensive as fuck.
No, because they're all hood as fuck.
Oh,
So if you got people riding in,
cheap hookers.
there are. But if you got people riding in, like, you don't want to fucking hang. You don't want them, getting a hotel at fucking Northwest Highway and Harry Hines.
Right.
I grew up thinking, being told Harry Hines was the hooker capital of Texas.
That was like
so we go, yeah.
like Simba
didn't
with his
grow-
dad is like, "Don't go to that dark area."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So first, as far as like having anything here, this is the hub of the Southwest. It's on California. It's on the East Coast.
Yeah.
But everything pops off from Dallas. It is, in a lot of, it is what it is because we're the ones.
They're like the fourth fastest growing city in America right now.
So yeah, this is it. This is where your shop's based. So yeah, this is where it's fucking happening. If you don't like it, don't fucking come. It is. If it's too far from you, stay at home. You're gonna miss out on a hell of a party.
I'm
But-
done trying to convince people to do anything. The badass people show up
Yeah,
just
like
by
I said,
knowing about the party.
Yeah.
If you try to like convince me, then they have a high expectation of something, and then if it doesn't meet their expectation, be like, "I went all that way." I'm like, "Fuck off, man!" Like, just
You went all
doing
this way
shit.
and you sat there and twirled your thumbs instead of like trying to talk to people.
Yeah.
It's like,
Get your
it sucks
nipples
that like,
sucked.
yeah, it's what this is like it's like a forceful way. I mean, Jaden did it. Jaden was part of like, he started coming around all of us at the Anvil fucking bike night, which is
Is that where you met them? I thought
Yeah.
you were like friends with all them
No.
beforehand.
dude. All
That's
of
what
us
I made it look like, fool.
all of us, like James,
It's crazy that
All of us.
I always thought like half of these people you've been friends with since high school. kind
no,
of.
that's what's crazy about how close we are.
Yeah,
That's
very
what it
close.
fucking seems
Well,
like to me too.
Those are what make you
Yeah.
close.
And you know what's funny? The first time I ever met,
On camera? No.
I never even met him. You know when the first time that Cody and the East Texas dude started like knowing about the Fast Life Garage was when I built the Gold FXR and took it to a Rot Rally the first day.
Right.
So the first day we had it together, we took it to Rot Rally. We partied that weekend. Cody, Jacob, Larry, all of them were down at Rot Rally. And they're like, "This bike's badass." They started following me.
It was the most amazing bike ever.
And they started following me, and then that was in June, and then a year late, like at the end of that, that was June. In January, Cody reached out to me like, "Hey man, I want to build a bike. I want you to do it." And I'm like, "What kind of bike?" He goes, "I'm thinking about doing a 30." I'm like, "All right, well, there's this shop over here called so and so and so."
I thought his
I literally did that.
I thought
I did
his
that.
bike builder picked you.
No.
And then he was
I
like, "Who
sent
painted
him.
this?" And then he started following you.
No. I
didn't
sent
realize
him
that.
to another guy because I didn't want to fuck with building the 30-inch wheel. The thing is that like this is what sucks about having a lot of followers, right? Is that I don't know who's going to be the most amazing people in my life simply by a fucking DM. I
Right.
don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like he hit me up at a time in my life when I wasn't trying to build any big wheel baggers. I was trying to like move into this other direction. There's plenty of guys in Dallas that do that. So I sent him to a shop. He ended up going there. I ended up painting the bike for him.
Mm-hmm.
And through the paint job, that's when we finished the bike. He took it to Sturgis and rode it to our Campout 2 weeks after Sturgis. And then we have
What
been.
I thought was crazy, he rode it to the Campout, a bike you painted, but he's never met you.
True.
On a bike you painted. I was like, man, that's kind of weird. Like, he rolls up, you're like, I know who's riding that bike.
Was
That's kind of
Simpson
cool.
Campout?
No. That was the
first.
very first Fast Life Campout.
Because I always thought, like, when I was just a listener here, I always heard you bring up his name a lot. So I always thought Cody was one of the longtime friends.
So
I
this
didn't
is what
realize until
happened.
way after it. Cody was
Yeah.
like, no, man, I did because I did the same thing. Showed up by myself, you know. With
So this is
a
what
sign
happened.
that said,
Cody
Cody-
kind of in the
beers.
same time window.
Yeah. Cody, he hit me up and goes, hey, man, I'm coming to this camp out. I remember him. I still get fucking like story, like what are those memories on like
Yeah.
Facebook when he was hanging out in Paris, Texas, like around there, the second biggest Eiffel Tower in the world in Paris, Texas.
oh, yeah.
Um,
I've seen that.
I still get those tags, but like, the thing was, it was like, this is what happened, man. Like for me, right? So when we first started doing the bike night, James,
France.
was one of the original dudes. Like Matt from Hazmat Designs was another one. Who else? There was
Jesse was in on it.
Jesse was one of the original ones. Saxon was kind of original. But then
There was 8.
Then Kyle and Chief. There was it ended up being 8 of us. Some of those dudes are not around anymore. They're still alive. They're just not around. But
Gotta
then
be
like
specific in this
Kyle and
hobby.
Trent came along. Jive Ass Honky and Yertle Turtle came along. Jadon got actually prospected to be with us for the most part.
He got a tattoo.
I think I skipped it. Wouldn't you
No, I
say
feel
that?
like you did get prospected. Remember when James made those patches?
Oh
the
yeah,
Anvil 8 patches.
that was a funny.
That was a funny night too.
So the first time I ever showed up, like I said, I was nervous, and I think I'd seen Franz rolling down Preston, and I took a right, I took a left, I ended up going a different way, and seeing him there. But fuck, dude, I was barely on my first Harley, wasn't sure about all the models, and as I was walking up, I knew it was kind of a fucking T-bar Dyna thing. So as I'm walking up, it was just like that last minute, like, oh, what's a funny line to throw out? What's a funny line to throw out? I never saw Franz's bike, which was the one.
Would you just say, I'm here for the gangbang?
Which was the one V-Rod. Yeah, essentially. But he had the one V-Rod, but it was kind of parked kind of in the middle. And I go, hey, guys, I'm here for the V-Rod meetup. And everybody laughed. And they were like, a couple people like looked at him and they're like, oh, like you're a little new guy. I was like,
New guy,
fuck.
got
I was
ripped.
like, fucking
Got
joke scored. I was like, what's up, dude? And I realized Franz was probably like, fuck this guy, dude. Who's this guy think he is?
He fucking showed us up now. He's got one of the sickest bikes.
Yeah, they didn't fuck. I didn't.
But I mean,
didn't
like,
say anything for a couple weeks. And
the weirdest thing about all this stuff, man, the weird thing is, if James was here, he'd probably make you cry because he's like got a really great way of talking about all this shit. But it's like we're all at a certain age where we've all grew up with friends, close friends, right? I've got friends from my 20s, my teens, all that shit that I'm still technically friends with today. But for some reason, the majority of us that are in it are all in our kind of like 30-year-old range. And we all clicked at the same time for the same reasons. Like we found bikes. We want dudes that want to do shit like this instead of like, it's really badass when the guy that you grew up with decides to get a bike too.
That's
and
how
wants to do it, but
I got
sometimes
my first bike was my best friend
Yeah.
bought a bike, and I was like, I want a bike.
It seems like it's always hard to get him to do the shit you want to do. He'll get a bike, but I don't want to do that. I really like fucking V-Rods. And then you're like, fuck, man, like I don't want to hang out with this guy now. He's like a fucking V-Rod dude, you know what I mean?
My friend in Florida, he's like, oh yeah, my dad's got this sweet Yamaha. I want to buy it off him and go riding. I go, no, me? I'm getting snobby on that shit.
But yeah, so with all that stuff that's going on, man, like I said, we started doing this camp out, and Steve came down for the first time. The very first camp out, he came down, and I mean, you gotta understand, like 2018, when our first camp out happened, is also when we started this podcast, and it's when the bike night happened, and so a lot of the early days of this podcast was talking about things that were taking place at this bike night, the camp out, Steve coming down from Michigan, because he was one of the first dudes that really rode stupid miles to come to the camp out. I mean, our first camp out was like 50, 60 people. It was the same as yours. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was impressed that mine got close to yours, and I didn't have much of a following, but due to all the great friends and people on Instagram, made it so much more of a following than I have, because I got like 1,300 people or something. It ain't enough to throw something that big. And next year, it's going to be so much easier. It's going to be on autopilot next year.
What's going to happen?
Although we're going to put just as much effort into it, I'm not saying I'm going to be lazy, but next year, typically it almost doubles, like 2/3 more every year, basically.
You know what's weird? Like our second camp out, it didn't. What would you say, Jaden? Do you think it doubled or?
And that was my first one. What's your second one?
So I don't know if I would say it doubled.
pee.
It felt like it was bigger. But again, I went from my mindset was so different from the first one. Like I said, I've been fucking with these dudes at bike night, but it's one of those things where I rolled up, just my natural, okay, well, fucking disrupt the herd kind of thing. I parked on like the outside, like you roll down to where we camp. It's kind of that fucking inner circle. Like there's a road that goes all the way. Yeah. Well, just kind of not knowing everybody, so good. That one's just weed. It's not. They didn't spill anything. It's all bagged up. I rolled up and I parked on the out. Like I was like, okay, well that's the inner right here on the edge of the next one closest to it.
Second tier, yeah.
And yeah, man, I'm undoing my thing and Jace looks over and he goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" He goes, "Get over here." Park. I was like,
yeah.
All right, cool. So my mindset from the first to the second was so different because the first one I was like, okay, yeah, dude, this is fucking happening. Like, I'm fucking cool with these guys. And then, like I said, and that only means so much because at some point you have to meet you have to meet people yourself. You have to hang out with people yourself. And that first camp out, that's where me and Kyle, it was the next day on the ride where Kyle and I are going.
So you guys didn't even hang out before that?
We were, knew each other from bike night. It was it was what it was, but we weren't anything like we are now.
Like one of your best
and
friends.
Then, dude,
for sure.
without a fucking doubt.
Yeah.
And, a big part of that was from that.
Kyle's just like so
thing.
easy
And like
to
I said,
get
at
along
one point we're on the fucking ride and we're bar to bar kind of. And I remember just looking over and he said the same thing, where we looked over and we just had this like simultaneous head nod. We're just like, we're friends, and like we got back, and after that it was like everything everything was fucking downhill. It was like we got back, talked about it, and then it was just all of a sudden it was like everything we talked about, we're like, oh yeah, we're fucking cool, like, and it got better and better. And
first time I met Kyle, he showed up to the second camp out. He had a broken leg.
Yeah, he was on a scooter.
He came. Yeah, he had a scooter. He came late, and he like sat down, and like Sting was kind of winding down. I was waiting all night to be like, "Hey man, I fucking love your hair." Like he had this mullet, like fucking. He's had the longest mullet than anybody.
He's the original mullet guy. In the biker world.
The 100%. Very next year,
100%.
I had a mullet past my shoulders. I give that up to Kyle because I was like number 2 or 3 in the mullet game.
You were in it pretty quick too.
I was in it pretty deep, and my hair grows super fast. But it's now everybody's like, oh, 2020 years of mullet. I'm like, 2019. Shit.
Well, that was what was cool about it is that like, and that's the thing about like the Fast Life camp out, is the Fast Life Garage name might get you inspired to come, but I just want you to come meet all these rad ass people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because I can't be as personable with everybody that shows up, you know what I mean, as I would like to be. But
especially you're going to meet the size it's getting now.
Yeah, you're going to meet Jade, and you're going to meet Kyle. You're going to meet all these really badass dudes that I think are the kind of people that you really want to know. These are the people I lean on. You know what I mean?
So the first time I showed up there, I hit you up and was like, hey, is anybody coming from East? And you're like, this is my dude Blake in Louisiana. So I rode with him. And then when I rolled up, you immediately went out and met us before we even like took our helmets off. Like, hey, I'm Jace. What's up, man? Anymore. Well, now it's too big
for that now.
But the fact that we showed up late,
that requires a Patreon.
The fact that we showed up so late to ours, I was like, I missed doing that. Yeah. I wanted to be there early, so every bike that came in, I could go introduce myself so they felt welcome. Especially the people that come by themselves. It could be a little intimidating walking up to a group of dudes. Being Will you be my friend?
That's why I say like I lean on these guys, my best friends, to help me do this because it's hard to catch every bike that's coming in. Yeah, you know what I mean. So.
But yeah, you do have enough people in your corner that will go out there and be like, where'd you ride from? Oh, check out the plate where they're from and like spark up a conversation, give them a beer and shit.
The hard part about it is I think a lot of people come to these campouts, and I think we talk about like, you becoming part of this circle, Jadon, fucking whoever else that showed up. It sounds simple, right? I just got to show up and everybody's going to like me.
No, you got to bring something to the table.
It's consistency. You got to bring
energy. You got to bring some kind of energy or something that's not there yet.
The one main thing that I talk about a lot that I saw a little bit of it at your camp out, and that's what I was talking about earlier. And it's not nothing to do with what you did. It's when people don't put themselves in the party. It's like you come to the party and then you hang outside.
They watch the party. Yeah,
it's like you're never gonna be a part of this. You're never gonna get to. No one's ever gonna even come around and ask you a question. If you just come and force yourself in the fucking middle of the thing, eventually someone's gonna say, "Hey man, where are you from?"
Yeah.
Hey man, dude, bro, that's your bike? That diner out there? That fucking Big Blue Pearl out there? Is that you?
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, now you get a chance to fucking talk. Don't be cheetah pants and just come in and be like fucking like you have to. It's like any real friendship in the world, but it's like you have to be. You just gotta be
put yourself
chill.
out there and be.
You gotta put
vulnerable.
yourself out there, but you gotta also not put yourself out there in an arrogant way.
Don't be obnoxious, like 100%, and to where you turn people off.
Yeah.
And be a nice guy. I mean, don't just be woo, fuck yeah. Be like, who is he even friends with any of us?
Be
like,
mad.
who the fuck is he?
Don't be mad if somebody doesn't automatically associate your Instagram tag to your fucking bike and then to your face. Like, if all three of those don't simultaneously, don't get fucking butthurt, dude. That happens to everybody. You know how many motherfuckers I know, half by name, it is what it is.
I know their bike more than I know them.
Be cool enough to come up and say, like I said, I never want to be unapproachable. Always come up and just say, hey, what's up? And you can get to it pretty quick. I'm not, like I said, I know if you've got a certain level where all of a sudden, hey man, I'm so-and-so and whatever, and we're just like, oh, fuck it, dude, it's over. There's a lot of dudes that aren't on that level. We're like, oh, dude, yeah, fuck. There's a good chance we're going to remember who you are because we're the same fucking thing as you are. We just happen to know a couple of the dudes that have a fucking bigger name. So just come in and be fucking cool and say something, and I don't know. It'll.
Don't be scared to come.
Yeah,
I mean, it is.
So,
it is.
It
is nerve wracking just thinking about it. Show up by yourself. Not one of your homeboys with you,
but man,
just rolling in and being like, "Let's see if I can make friends."
To me, that's fucking balls. You do that, and I'm just like, who'd you roll in with?
Cody did it.
Yourself?
A bunch of us
fucking! I know this guy's by itself. I'm going to go out of my way to make sure you're kind of under my wing as far as the night. Like, oh, dude, okay, well, you're staying with us. Fucking Kyle, we talked about him tonight. That was one of those things where I was like, oh, the night we went in town. Hey, do you want an Adderall? You want half an Adderall? Like, we're fucking partying tonight. And he's like, oh, okay. Real quiet and just.
So you gave him drugs?
Well, I tried to. I was like, I just want to make sure he's okay. And he was going to stay up.
That is a great way to make friends.
Well, you take a picture, like I said, but it's. If you just do that, just come up and just, hey, what's up? Hey, I'm so-and-so. Hey, I'm so-and-so too. I'm going to fucking nobody. I'm going to hang out with you. And if you extend that at least, I will make sure you're part of whatever the fuck I'm doing.
That's why we've always emphasized at our camp out to camp around everybody else.
We were just talking about that inner circle,
the
physical inner circle at the campground.
Because if you set your camp up like down the way away from everybody, it's comfortable to be away from everybody. But if it's right there with everybody, you're comfortable. Your safe space is in the middle of the shit.
Yeah. That's when you're going to, as you're walking out of your tent, you're going to bump into somebody else. Or as you're getting something out of your crew, you're going to bump into them where you go, oh, hey, fuck, sorry, man. How are you? Oh, is that your bike? That's just how shit happens. And or hey, I saw you on the ride today. But yeah, stay on the fringe and the outskirts if you don't know anybody. That's fucking bad. And everybody, if you don't know anybody,
I think step one's getting there. That shows that your personality a little bit right there. Just see if you put yourself out there that much already.
People that come to campouts are usually one guy that has other biker friends
that aren't into the shit.
That are into what we're into. And they are all the guys that are like, you know what? These guys are having fun. They're doing cool shit. I want to be a part of that. And they take that fucking first step to go and be a part of something like our circle, right, is so nationwide. It's fucking weird. No one's ever had this shit.
Right.
We have friends in everywhere. because of fucking campouts.
I cut you off earlier. What were you saying those old timers were saying at the campground about, hey, thanks for keeping this going?
So those old timers said, you know what? Thank you guys for coming out here, riding across country and sleeping in the dirt like we did when we were kids.
That's awesome.
That's what I was
really
like.
Cool.
I was like, when he said that, I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Thank you. But no, that he said that, and I was like, "Thank you, man. Thank you for recognizing it." You know, like, we're doing our own thing. It's different than what you guys did.
It's very different. It's kind of out of nowhere.
They had chicks. We do it with dudes. It's all different.
Yeah. I mean, we got some good-looking dudes, though. I mean, that kind of counts.
Yeah, you can definitely beat off to them.
But where do we get to?
I think we were talking about the day we went to the bar.
The first night, I think it was. What else happened? Did anything else memorable happen the first night? We got there kind of late. We partied till 3 a.m.
Jaden fucked the dragon. Mark showed up super late. We were all like, "Oh fuck!"
Mark in Mark fashion.
Yeah, Mark fashion. And then, it was just a late night. We all partied in and outside. I think that was the night that Justin sat down at the goat table.
That's me. It's
King
Tony.
You.
Fuck you, King Tony.
Answer it.
Oh, I missed him.
Oh, fuck that dude.
You call him back?
So that was the night that we all sat down, and then the old biker lady for her husband. I guess the thing that I think about that campground is that I think that those people that stay there live there.
Hi.
Hey, you're on the podcast. What are you doing?
You're what?
You're on the Fast Life podcast right now.
Oh, hi.
What's going on? You heading down to Texas?
You're already in Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
He's here?
You're in Dallas?
Yeah, I've been in Dallas my whole life.
Why don't you get your ass down to the studio?
Come down to the shop.
The studio, what are we recording a rap album?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got some bars.
I mean, I'm too legit.
To quit? You know where it is, right? You've been.
Yeah, and I'm down with OPP.
You know me.
Come on. Come down here.
Haul ass.
All right. Well, I guess I may see you guys at some point.
I don't know what the May is. What does that mean? Like maybe? Is it short for maybe?
That's what people with long hair say.
I thought you cut your dreads off.
Yeah, you wishes.
I gotta make sure I have all the powers in my hair. It's not,
We're losing ratings, so we got to go.
Yeah. Bring your ass and come on.
Suck it easy, bitch.
Bye.
Oh, I shouldn't probably check my phone on the podcast.
We forgot we were on the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Hey, welcome, guys.
What's going on? Oh, 100. Yeah, but where were we before we were rudely interrupted by your highnessy?
Your buddy.
Your majesty.
Oh, we went to a wedding party. That's right. Charles Fisher was tagging in on the YouTube. It was a wedding party that night, remember? There was a wedding there. Yeah.
That was the second night, I thought.
Was the second night?
Second night was a wedding, right?
Dude, we're going to get more beer for the party, man. We're fucking
I'll
dapping
restock.
into 3.
Oh, he's got the headphones on.
I'm like a mile and a half from Total Wine tomorrow. So
Oh, what? Total Wine?
yeah, like I said,
Might
when I
turn
went,
that up.
when I went when I bought all that one time. That's another. You got me on camera?
No.
Hey, Montucky, step your fucking social media game up, bro. I spent $100 on beer at one time. You fucking morons. I don't even know if I got a like from that fucking post. That was
Dude,
the one where I bought all that
Put
beer.
the fucking mic. We're on.
That's where I bought all that beer.
Dude,
Sorry, man.
it's weird with Montucky, right? I've been tagging them. I've been fucking with them, and
I think
everybody's tagging them. And
there's something you said about we may not be woke enough for them.
yeah, I think that they don't want our demographic drinking their beer. But unfortunately, till another cool beer comes along, this shit's $7 for a 6-pack.
Yeah.
A tall boy 6-pack, by the way. This is PBR prices. It's way better than PBR.
Yeah.
So they got me by the balls, man.
There's an in the woodshed somewhere with it. Makes me think, what's wrong? But in the meantime, I'm in. I'm with it. I'm I'm gonna drink it.
See if he's gonna be panting.
That was the fastest fucking. Are you fucking kidding me? You pissed?
Well, my dick's so small, it doesn't have to
Shut
travel that
the
far.
fuck up, dude. There's no way you fully relieved yourself.
Came and all.
He's going to pee quick.
Probably just shit my whole life.
Man, no, but there was a wedding party there that one day.
It was the second night, because I remember the first night they told us there's a wedding here tomorrow. I'm like, y'all are bad at planning shit.
Yeah, I think we were kind of worried about it, but
Yeah.
I think that at the end of the day, it was just kind of I think the dynamic worked. You know what I mean? Like I said, the thing about your camp out that, I really want to iterate the most is that it's not like the Fast Life camp out, but it's fucking fun because it's something different than what the Fast Life camp.
you want to
and that's
party,
the reason why you need to go to all these other campouts because they're all different.
Very different, yeah. Total different dynamic. It's a partying camp out, but even if you don't drink, those guys had a blast too.
Yeah.
A couple of our friends don't drink, and they had a fucking killer time. Cheeks never misses a camp out.
Yeah.
He never misses anything. That motherfucker's a ride or die. I mean,
He's a good dude. He's an asset to us here in Texas. You know
for
what I'm saying?
sure, definitely. He's awesome, just all around human being.
Yeah,
Him and his wife.
It's not about drinking. It's about, as far as the campouts and stuff, that's just about furthering relationships with people that, I mean, if I'm being honest, that I typically only see on those things. Like, I would love to be at a point where, oh, dude, I'm going to fucking roll down and see Robert and his wife and just hang out for the fuck of it this weekend. But it just seems to never happen. So there's a whole group of people that I only see on these trips. So all of a sudden, when you're from the same state but different parts of it, and then all of a sudden you're on the same trip miles away through different, dude, that's some fucking bonding shit. That's some stuff where I know if that guy called me tonight and said he needed something, I'm in the car heading down there, and vice versa. It's one of those things where that sounds hokey dokey maybe a little bit to some people, but
And he's done it for people over and over again.
I mean, that's what it
He's
builds.
proved
That's
himself.
that's what those kind of trips build on, is when all of a sudden you're from the same state, but you're 1,000 miles away from home, but you're there together, one way or another. And yeah, there's just, like I said, there's that stuff that nobody's going to hate on you if you can't do it. There's shit that you can't fucking fake and you can't make up.
Robert Cheek, he's kind of he's like dad.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Charles is the same way. I see his fucking, he's like working on these fucking big fucking engines. I'm just like, man, fucking what's
So like Robert,
It's fucking awesome.
I love Charles's accent. He's got the
Yeah. I
strongest
love
Texas
Charles, too.
accent
Yeah.
I've
I love
ever
them
heard.
both.
Man,
So-
what y'all doing over
you know what's
there?
crazy is Charles's
fucking awesome.
Charles's first helmet I did for him is what blew up my helmet game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he still rocks the fuck out
That's
of
that
it.
red one, right?
So yeah, he has two
wore
red
the-
ones, but he has a Ghost Bandit and an Outlaw Bandit, and his Ghost Bandit was the first one I did with a Texas flag and I did candy red leaf on it,
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
and that shit, like I posted it and it was like, sign me up, sign me up, sign me up, and I think I did it helmet for $500.
oh Jesus!
Yeah, I know, right?
Why do you like him so much better than us?
I just was broke back then. I didn't know what I was worth.
That's what Jadon paid, right? That's what you told Tara.
Oh yeah. That's what I told the old lady. Listen. This is a friend
she
deal.
asked, I paid $500.
$500, the whole thing. Art,
Can't
new
buy the
helmet,
helmet for
everything. $500. Just
Yeah.
fucking take it easy.
Take it easy.
Call them your tits.
She's like, "Oh, get me one then. Here's $500. Get it done."
Jay just buys weed with it. But no, that like I said, there's all these other things that start to come into play. Same thing what happens whenever I think about our camp out, right? It's happening, like I don't want to work there, right? So I just hope that the campground is doing all the things they said they were going to do, right?
And they didn't for mine, but it still worked
But
out.
it still worked out. So Sandoval has been the best host that I could ever have. Now all I got to do is try to get him to get Tuckies.
Sandoval's
and we'll
got
be good.
amazing atmosphere.
Yeah.
That's those lights going tree to tree is
Yeah.
like the best mood setting thing.
Better get them because they're cheap. If not, I'm bringing the U-Haul trailer behind TL's Escape. And it's going to be open business, baby.
So the other thing that in part of me after your camp out, I wanted to reach out to him and say, hey man, you need to set up an outdoor bar.
Donations.
Donations
liquor.
or what? Even if you're just selling the shit, like, dude, that's where it's at because I mean, you know what's weird? We're fucking dumb animals, man. We really are. We can go, we could have easily went and bought all that beer and sat in the fucking campground and had a good time, but that bar atmosphere that's created.
It was a real bar.
Yeah.
And it was like a shithole with bras on the ceiling and neon lights everywhere. And
You kind of question, like, do
shirt
I want to
optional.
see the tits that were
Dump
held in
Truck
these
didn't
bars?
wear a shirt all weekend, and nobody said a fucking word.
Yeah, but he never wears a shirt or pants.
I know. I was hoping he'd take his pants off that weekend.
We're not famous enough for that.
We got half of
He only Dump Truck only takes his pants off for people on
famous
the
people.
other side of the Rockies.
He got called out, Dump Truck.
Hell, I did. I told him. He texted me and said, "Hey man, I'm not gonna be able to make it to the to this weekend."
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
like,
he was
dude,
supposed to ride with me, but my bike didn't get done.
Dude, I'm
and
like-
he made other plans.
no worries, bro. But you need to come to the Fast Life Campout. You need to come.
He'll
to
be there. I guarantee
Yeah.
he'll be there. He
And if-
had such a blast at the camp. And I was like super happy Dump Truck made because I never even met the dude. And he met us at Floribama. Because Justin, my machinist, was like, hey, I'm going to leave a day early and not ride with you guys to go hang out with Dump Truck. And then I'll meet y'all at the hotel the next
Oh,
night.
he would have been gay.
So I was like,
That's a
So
move by a dude that.
somebody trying to promote.
dies his
Yeah, that's a move by a dude. That
I understood why he wanted to do it, but so when he told me that, I go, well, I'm going to reach out to Dump Truck and say, like, hey, man, I'm throwing this camp out. We're meeting at Floribama line
And
the night
I'm
before.
way
Can
fucking
you
cooler
at
than
least-"
Justin.
I go, it's only like a 3-hour ride for you. I don't know what it is exactly.
This guy just knows how to work a CNC machine. Fucking, it's not
I was
that
like-
cool.
Not that important.
I reached out to Dump Truck. I was like, just meet us at Floribama for the night before, and then Justin will ride with us. He'll get to party with Dump Truck, and Dump Truck's like, I'm gonna come to your camp out. Yes
I'm
to
gonna come to your
everything.
camp
And I'm like,
out.
for real? And then they like sent me a video. It's like, hey man, tell me the details on this camp out. Just like, where's it at? Blah blah. Hell yeah, man. Woo! Smoke a bowl. So I'm like, that was a cool ass video.
So yeah, he was totally going through that phase where every time you would text him and he'd send you a video text back.
Yeah,
Somebody told me that during the trip. And he was like,
There's a
or
full
maybe it was
video of
even him.
himself.
He was like, I only respond
In video.
I think it was him. Yeah, I think he may have even told me that. I only
Hey, what's up,
respond
man?
to
It's Dump
voicemails
Truck. I'm like,
in
yeah,
video.
clearly.
Like I just sent him a video. Here,
Like-
this is like the answer to your question.
So then I text Justin. I'm like, hey, you don't have to go to New Orleans anymore. He's meeting us and coming to the camp out. He's like, perfect.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna leave a day early now. I'm like, why didn't you invite him?
And now he's one of the homies.
Oh yeah, he's in our Polaroid group chat.
So what is the Polar Ride now? That's another fucking shit show.
We're gonna get naked.
So this is let me give you my example of Polar Ride right quick. This is what happened because first off,
Arkansas,
what had happened
check your
was-
feelings at the door right now, Arkansas.
Oh,
'cause
shit.
y'all
so
about
this,
to get
this is
hurt.
what
Coming
happened.
from an honorary Texan right here.
So the Fast Life Campout clearly inspired motherfuckers, right? Now, honestly, most of the people that are coming to that went to the or gonna do the Polar Ride, I feel like some of yours are mine.
No,
You've killed a sixer already?
get on my level, ho.
Oh,
I
Damn,
got
you
it.
call me a hoe?
Yeah,
Dude, that hurt.
the whole life chose you.
He's fucking pouring weed over
I
there.
would say, well, what am I drinking over here? He's got all this.
He's just like drugs left and right, got pills over there. Like,
It's pot. It's like I'm over here fucking chopping up wine.
so
Due date. We split a 6-pack of 40s.
so
hey,
fucking
Zach's in the nation's capital right
dude,
now.
I don't know what's going on. I don't even want to bring that shit up because I'm fucking like it's
right.
weird out.
So, what were we talking about?
So no,
This
so
is a good break from life right now.
Arkansas.
Oh yeah, the Polar Ride.
All right, so we're at 2 hours, so
What
we
I
got to be down here by 7.
I got an hour.
Because you got a tattoo poem.
I got a tattoo with Oliver Pecker.
He better show you his pecker. So no, like it was funny because as soon as the whole Polar Ride thing came up, because I don't know where I was, but like this is how shitty it is. I keep calling him Steve, but his name is
Scott.
Scott.
Steve is the guy that
Steve Scott's friend.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
messed him
the-
up.
The direction.
And Scott's been on the podcast. So, my bad, dude. But so Scott and Tony FaceTimed me one night randomly. I don't know. I think I was playing Assassin's Creed or some shit. You know what I mean? And they're all drunk. Like, hey, dude.
Such a Don't fucking fuck with me.
Yeah, like, bro,
Who the fuck is this asshole?
I'm fucking killing Templars, man. So they like FaceTime me. First off, FaceTime me is not for fucking us. Like, I'm like, do I look at it? What do I do here? Like, what's up, guys? And I think they're at a strip club, and they didn't show me any boobs, so that was fucking one strike against Arkansas.
Really, your friends?
Exactly. So they're like, "Hey, dude, we're gonna put on this challenge for a polar ride." And I was like, "Whatever, dude." I'm like fucking on the sticks playing the video game. Like, whatever, dude. Whatever you want to do. Next thing you know, I wake up the next day. Jadon's on board. There's memes. Everybody's doing this fucking big ride to fucking Shreveport. Yeah, it became the racial draft. Like I'm fucking
Racial draft for the cool dudes that don't live in Texas or Arkansas.
Arkansas guys are all
that's what was
butthurt. They're
funny.
like, he kept his bike here all summer. How is he not an Arkansas guy? I'm like, fuck off, nerds. Like, I don't know you people.
Oh yeah, you distance from Arkansas.
Oh yeah, I burned my bridges over there.
But the funny thing was, like, it quickly became like this. You know, I think recently, like, people from like California, which, let's be real, California always says they're going to come to shit. They never fucking do.
As I call them, California.
Yeah. So what happened was,
Offer still stands. Jake, not Jack Daniels. Anything you want to come out to, dude. If you hear this, I told you, I'll fucking get your gas. You just fucking come on. It's a dude I know in California I fuck with all the time. And he just always says, like, oh, man, I fucking work. I know he works. He's in the mortgage industry, same thing. But like I told him, you fucking come out, I'll get your gas. It is what it is. Come on.
come on.
Come on. Come on.
Get my gas.
So
You don't live in a fucking oppressor state like he does. This is an incentive to get him out of California.
the funny thing is it like all
Does he
these
know
other
how cheap the gas is outside of California? Maybe he thinks it's going to be $1,000.
Yeah, it's like, oh, dude, he's paying like $3,000 for me to go to the fucking country. Like, nah, dude.
Once you get in Nevada, it's so much cheaper.
Yeah. But no, what was funny about it is that like all these other people want to chime in, but what they don't realize about the polar ride is you gotta pick a team.
You really don't. They kind of started that. I think they felt shortchanged because we just naturally had more people than them.
I'm just so happy my bike won't
It
be
was
finished,
never
so I'll be
really
showing up in
about
the
teams
semi.
at all. It was just
Yo, I'm making it about that though.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
then-
basically, they need to figure out like, do you
Y'all
want
are
to
in
be a
trouble.
part of this
No,
team
we're
or
doing
this team?
We're doing a beer fest that night.
Yeah.
Versus them.
Yeah.
And we got Big Will Cody and Turbo.
All right, so you're okay, but Big Will Cody's on another level. Of thinking.
Oh no, I'm not comparing myself to Big Will Cody.
All right,
I'm
Big
just
Will
saying,
Cody is like our Hulk. We have a Cody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can kick shit out of you, but you guys are like Spider-Man. He's like the Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cody's on another level.
Cody goes hard.
He just sleeps wherever the fuck he lays down.
I have so many pictures
All
of
the
sleeping
yeah.
weird places.
That Rebels Den party with him just fucking crashed out on the curb next to his bike.
One of my favorite pictures. Ever.
I want that picture on the
It needs
fucking
to-
wall.
We need to put that in here.
When's your
need-
birthday? That may be a picture for me to you for your.
If that, I would put that right there behind you in that gap right there.
Oh yeah, be right on the wall.
Right, you're looking the opposite way. I'm fucking. Everybody's looking at the video.
The video can.
Yeah, but
see
right
it.
there, yeah.
Wow.
Cody just laid out like that. Like I'd be proud of that. I was like, yeah, that's my boy,
Hell yeah, that'd be a good one. That was a fun party.
dude. I felt so. I was actually in Oklahoma at that time painting bikes for Sturgis.
That was one of the times, like in the past 2 years, that I got like regrettably drunk. Like
you were doing.
embarrassing.
You were driving your
anniversary
fucking
party at-
18-wheeler.
Oh my god! You're
in the flat track.
Yeah,
Oh,
yep.
I missed out.
I was drifting.
Yeah.
10 people in my truck. Knives by Nick, Yoda that turtle,
Oh, dude, I saw the cockpit videos.
Jive ass honky. We had so many people in my truck.
Yeah.
I didn't know you as good as. I didn't
You're
know
so
you as good as I do
irresponsible.
now.
It's so bad.
Dude, I didn't know you as good as I do now. I'm not gonna lie. As I'm watching it from like Kyle and Trent's cell phone videos from
And
inside,
they put Eastbound and Down in the background.
They're doing shit, and I'm going, I hope this shit breaks. There was something about it where I was just like, I hope this shit ends like bad for all of them. Like, none of this
truck.
is just for you. And then, yeah, you broke your truck, so I'm sorry.
What's amazing about all this shit, man? What's literally like? Not even trying to be super gay, but what's amazing about it all is how all of a sudden, no matter what woke up the fucking Arkansasians, Arkansasites.
It was the last.
They've been a
Life
fucking
Campout.
great addition to all the partying we've been doing.
100%. And I spent a lot of time in Arkansas. Like I said, after Sturgis, left my bike there for 6 months.
Yeah.
And I rode once a week there in Arkansas with all the boys, and we got it a lot.
What I love the
Hang out with
most,
Justin, Tony, and Scott and Steve.
the something about me that's probably not the best thing, but what I love the most is that how we have created this thing that's Texas, Arkansas, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Florida, and all these other states in between, because there's badass dudes in all of them. But all of a sudden now we're all burpee beer.
Jesus, burpee beer.
So all of a sudden now we're all just fixated on what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're fucking doing this shit. We're having fun. What's the next thing that's going on here? Like, we're going to go, we want to, like, do this shit with each other. It's fucking dope, man. You know, because for years, we all had to look on the other side of the Rockies to find something fun to do. Oh, we got to go to Morning Free, or we got to go to this, or we got to go to that. But now it's, like, right here.
I wonder if those guys over there are like, man, I'd really like to do these campouts that they're doing. Or they're just like, look at these fucking retards.
They're probably like, look at these retards, because they have it every day over there.
Yeah. They're like, oh, our weather's so much better than theirs.
Yeah, like
zero humidity.
If we're talking about just California, who fucking cares? But if you're talking the rest of the country, I think if they're not already connected in some way, that they're looking at it going, fuck, man, I kind of wish I had that. Like,
well,
I wish I was kind of part of the network. Like I said,
the crazy thing about California is that they have everything that we have. They have the riding, and they have this. They have the opportunities to do shit. Like, they have so many events going on.
All the big companies out there.
There's events left and right in California, 100%. So, what they may, I can't speak for them. I'm not trying to generalize, but what they may or may not have is this like bond, this friendship with people on such a vast scale. They might just have a bond on some, like, all the Riverside homies are together. All the fucking...
But their state fucking sucks.
Oh,
you don't want to
super
be
taxes.
there.
I'm still going to go ride there next year.
I'm sorry, but I'm
high fuel
I
prices.
mean, you don't want to fucking be there for anything other than like, oh, cool, I'm in California now. Well, fuck, what does that even entail?
All you can do in
Like,
California is be an open tranny.
It's yeah. I mean,
It's the only
California
thing that
fucking
they allow you
sucks,
to do.
dude.
That's still my second home. I love that place, but
I wish Dixon would do something in fucking Arizona,
he's never going to.
but I wish they would. Honestly, I swear to God, if he would throw some fucking stupid.
You're trying to fucking fire me up.
No, I'm not. But I'm saying, if
He's saying all the trigger words.
I've heard enough of that if
And
Arizona's the kind of the
I heard
middle
V-Twins
ground
doing
between
a camp out.
California and the rest of the country, do something in fucking Arizona. Anybody, it didn't have to be Dixon, dude. I know he's going through a divorce and they've got their fucking company.
Jesus Christ, man.
Well, I'm just saying, is that not fucking public knowledge? I'm sorry, I'm not breaking. I'm not fucking TMZ over here. I fucking follow Instagram like every one of you other jerk offs. But the dude's going through something. The fucking company's expanding. I've seen all the fucking videos. They just did the fucking 100,000 follower giveaway. Dude, good for them. He's kicking ass. I'm not shitting on him.
300,000.
Whatever the fuck it is. The dude's fucking kicking ass and taking names. I'm just saying.
Backhanding the shit out of him.
Now he can just bang every chick he wants to free.
Oh, well, now he's just going to fucking have a hit put out on my fucking moron.
Don't worry, you never got a free flannel.
Exactly. Anyways, I'm just saying if somebody would do something in Arizona, it seems like the perfect bridge from...
It does.
Close enough where California dudes would come out and go, okay, well, fuck, dude, that's worth our time. We'll go out there. And, man, honestly, there's a lot of dudes from Texas further out. I don't know if I'd say chasing clout because I'm definitely one of them. But there's something about it that if California would meet us, like, it doesn't even have to be halfway, but something's going down in Arizona, fuck it, dude, I'm down.
You want to know what the real difference is? You want what the real difference is? And maybe people from out there might agree with me or not. I don't know. But the real difference is that, like, we are all not really subject to want to be a part of the bike club culture in our area. It doesn't look appealing to us, right? In Texas, it just doesn't. I mean, some of us are. I mean, some people are, but it's just not really appealing to us. Mm-hmm. Out there, it is to a lot of people. And bike club culture is really what makes it hard to do all the type of shit we do, because we're not having clubs come to our events.
They may come, but they don't take over. They come and they're their own little.
We got one club that comes and they're all cool guys.
What's club?
At your last event, the Booze Fighters.
Oh, the
came to your
Fam
last
MC.
camp out and they're all cool as fuck.
I don't remember
There was a bunch of Booze Fighters at your last camp out.
I don't remember them.
I don't remember Booze Fighters. I know the Fam MC. The Fam MC was some joke ass thing from Arkansas.
Some dudes.
Am I
some
fucking
dudes,
drunk? I guarantee. Swore there was a bunch of booze, like at least 10 Booze Fighters that were staying on the other side of the campground that would come party with us at night.
Well, I'm not saying there wasn't booze fighters there. I mean, it's probably possible.
You came just to come to your camp out.
Oh, I guess I'm a bad host because I have no idea.
I don't remember that either. But
Yeah.
I got no.
I didn't know there was a bunch of black
dudes.
Pistons at my camp out until I heard the stories afterwards.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for Goto Lady. The bitch is fiery. But no, like
I had to
that's
stick up for King Tony's honor.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
No.
Some dude tried to fight Tony, and Tony's got like a bum leg, yeah. But he was like 4 foot tall, so I just like grabbed him and pushed him. And was like, "Hey, why don't you fuck off? Quit fucking with my friend." And he's like, "Oh yeah," and he like conveniently couldn't find a place to put his beer down. He's like, "If I had a place to put this, I swear to God." And then the owners kicked him out, and I'm like, "See you later." They're like, "We're not losing this amount of money for this drunk idiot who's yelling at Tony just for hanging out." They just didn't like him to the dreads.
have
The good thing about all of us,
Yeah,
the
they're
good thing,
rednecks.
the good thing
Kind of
about
brings it upon himself.
who did the dread shot?
Not me. They tried to
that
get me
was
to.
gross.
Oh, Mark did, I believe.
Unfortunately, I've done one before. I don't know if it's one
so
that's
gay.
It's.
Have you also gave male fellatio?
I'm pretty sure Mark
No.
did. Mark Matthews.
Oh, Mark.
I
Mark
wanna
would do
say he
some shit
did.
like that. T-Bar Jesus would do some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
He can bless the fucking wine and shit. You know what I mean?
Too many Marks now. We got
So
to
there's
names.
somebody's got a good compilation video. It's at the bar we stopped at in Florida, the one we were talking
Dump
about.
truck. I think made that one.
And yeah, there was one where that's where I did it, and it was one of those things where I did it and immediately turned
What was that motion?
over the thing. I took the dread shot, like sucked all the whiskey out, and immediately turned over and went
For everybody.
and just lost not only everything from the dread shot, but pretty
People who
much
don't know,
everything.
dread shot is when King Tony puts his dreadlock in a shot of whiskey and somebody sucks it out of the dreadlock. It's the most disgusting thing.
Like I said, dude, it may look like
Tony does it to himself. That's like how
this
he
guy
drinks.
goes to everything. Anybody can get caught up in doing some dumb shit like a dread shot. Come on out to the camp out, baby.
Oh my God.
Have fun. I'm gonna be your friend no matter what.
He sounds like fucking Tyrone Biggums over here.
Y'all got any more of them camp outs?
Man, you know what's crazy is, if you really think about this in hindsight, we're talking about 2020.
Yep.
We're talking about the year the world like
Shut down.
Behind the scenes of what we're sitting here right now, drinking Montuckies and talking about the great times we had this year. The rest of the fucking American people are at war for the most part, for whatever the case, whatever's going on. I don't know. I'm just a biker. That's all I want to do.
I don't know if I'd say they're at war, but people are fucking mad. There's a lot of people that don't have a fucking exit valve. Or
Some
release
people are
valve or whatever you
letting
wanna
the
call it.
fucking news, something on TV, ruin their fucking life.
Oh, dude, the fucking internet.
Like, dude, if you shut off the TV, you're
there's shit
fine.
that makes them mad every
Oh,
fucking
I'm
day.
on fucking homes.
And they don't have this exit valve, which, like I said, I'm not immune to it. I can get mad during the Monday to Friday. What the fuck? Who fucking said what now? Oh, they're doing this. Like, I'm not immune to it. But Jesus Christ, thank God that I have, at the end of the day, I have motorcycles where I can go, you know what? Fuck, I'm gonna go for a ride and all this. Like, it cancels it out. There's just, I'm so glad I have something that I care about more than this. I can only imagine being such a fucking lame fuck that you had nothing but politics and news and society to fucking live on and sponge on, not even live on.
That's
You're not
what's
living.
that's what's
You're
super weird about it,
sponging
right?
on it.
It's like, in a sense, like,
I'm not saying don't care about what's going on, but dude, have your own fucking life because those cocksuckers don't run it. Like,
it's a weird place to be, right? Because on one side of the fence, you want to be the patriotic dude that's ready to fucking go to war for what you feel like is right. But you know what's weird? Like, and I'll be the one to say this, like, I was like more democratic thinking all the way up until the time that Trump came into office. And then I kind of leaned more that way. But also, I have a business. I have a lot of things on the table financially. It's much different from me now, right?
You get tax credits and all this other
Well,
stuff.
it's not just that. It's just I realize how hard it is to start a business in the world. Yeah, I realize how hard it is to run a business in the world. You know, and I want to be a guy that has employees and is like making other people's dreams come true, working in this world. It's tough. So now when you see all this stuff's going on, it's like my thing is that the world operates on both of it. You need a little bit of this and a little bit of this to make a great melting pot of opportunity for all of us. But it's all this or that now. And it's to the point where it's like, fuck, man, like I don't necessarily want to like go all in on either one. But part of me was like, you know, like when you know, I have African American kids, black kids, whatever mix, whatever you fucking call it. I got to look at the world in two different fucking worlds. Like, I don't want to make this world like not like black people.
Right.
But Trump was never about that. And that's the problem with this whole thing, right? It's super weird because so many people don't have anything to do. So they get wrapped up into that. You know, what I wanted to say last night, when all this shit was going down at the Capitol, was like, did any of you motherfuckers watch the fucking Social Dilemma? Yep. Or did you just not fucking subscribe to you like Netflix that much?
It's an eye-opening documentary for sure.
I don't disagree with what happened at down there, but I do disagree with what happened down there. Does that make sense?
I don't think it's who they think it is.
True. I don't think it's that, but I'm not.
I think they're all look over here, look over here, look over here because we're fucking you over here. This is just, hey, because, you know, there's an election that was supposedly rigged. I don't care what side you're on. That is the headline right now. Mm-hmm. Well, they're doing all this over here, but they're not talking about the rigged election anymore. They're all like, oh, look at these Trump guys doing this. I'm so happy he's out and blah, blah. Like,
insurrectionist. This is absolute chaos.
It's
like spin it like this, right? Spin it like this.
I think it's all a distraction for something else they're fucking us with.
This is what's weird about it. This is why I have a hard time with it, right? Like, what if Trump was the guy that wasn't a politician that came in and started trying to make it right, and then the politicians that's been there forever started spinning it like, look at this dude, he's fucking the worst guy in the world.
That's exactly what I think is happening.
I'm more aligned with that. He's the one that came in as a business guy. And
they don't like that this non-politician is taking over.
Dude, he's full of shit on some stuff. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here going, oh, dude, this motherfucker speaks gospel. But there is something to me about the fact that this guy came in as a businessman, came in, and then all of a sudden it's going, dude, y'all are all kind of getting played, and tried to fucking make it a little bit more transparent, and then has been just ran through the...
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be...
They all have too much to lose. There's just too many... You know what? About politicians that...
Maybe
their
that
job, and how are their fucking wealths growing like this? Like, they're all so insulated and impervious to this whole fucking shit. I mean, they've all made money. They've all made money during this whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm really not trying to be that fucking dude, but there's a lot of stuff where I'm just like, shit ain't right, dude. Like, we're getting played. Like, I've always known we're getting played, but it just feels like we're getting played even.
Just what would be really amazing to see, like to end this fucking part of this conversation, what would be amazing to see is both the people that didn't feel like things were taking place to riot that. So Trump and the people on the other side that felt like that shit wasn't right to go all force fit and be like this, that, and the other. But the problem is that, like,
well, that's the thing, dude. You think those fucking, what did they say, 100,000 people? You think those fucking jerk offs? And again, I know our buddy Zach was out there. No offense, I love him. You think those fucking people are the majority? We haven't even broke out the fucking guns yet, bro. You think those are the majority? Those are the fucking assholes that showed up.
Yeah, those are the assholes.
Fucking people that have shit to lose didn't show up. But there's a fucking army of people that feel like that that aren't going to make the trip.
Same thing I told you earlier. If they really come down to it,
that
I
if
take
you
the
ever
guns,
bring it to their
militias are
fucking,
popping up.
if you ever bring it to their neighborhood,
Yeah.
God fucking help you. I'm convinced of that, dude. You talk about the fucking vocal or the silent majority. It's you take what happened on Capitol Hill times fucking 10. Except you put a bunch of more calm-headed people. Like I said, you had 100,000 of the fucking brash assholes out there doing it.
Yeah.
But you fucking times that by 10, you put people in their own houses with, like I said, we haven't broke out the guns yet, dude. I don't want to say that. Like, I'm not trying to be fucking dude who gets looked into the fucking FBI, but I'm telling you, dude,
They ain't watching this podcast. Don't worry.
bro, they haven't fucking seen me. How many were there out there and how many guns were out there? How many fucking shootings?
Not many.
None. They haven't seen. If you fucking want to piss off America, they haven't seen anything yet. That's my take on it.
The part is that I wholeheartedly agree to that. You know what I mean? The scary part is like, it's that I agree to that. That's the scary part, man. It's the scary that we have to get to a point where
Let's just hope they don't enact or whatever any oversight where it's
That's what I
I've heard all
wonder.
this stuff like, oh dude, they're going martial law and they're gonna expand this.
That's where I would say this is like, all right, if it had that same support, if the people that were out there wearing Trump flags and stuff, if they also were to do that at the same time that they were really in at the point of taking away our rights, I would be a part of it. I'd be like, all right, yeah, you guys are also showing the same support for our rights now. It's not just like you have a fucking like superhero that you're putting your name behind.
Oh yeah, there's a big
Like
part of that.
that's kind of where this all gets fucked, is because there's a name.
Those are the fanboys.
Yeah, but if it was like if everybody was there right now, like supporting, like just to protest the fact that we aren't being represented as Americans anymore, then I think everybody would be on board, because the problem is that both sides played Trump out to be a villain. I don't think he is, but that's the way they. I mean, dude, I was wet sanding yesterday, like on I was working. I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm gonna put my AirPods in and I'm just gonna watch. I'm gonna listen to whatever YouTube news channel is the first one on the list. They were talking so much shit about him the entire time. I was like, surely there has got to be a middle ground here. A middle ground. Not the other side. A middle. It's weird, man. And when you ride bikes, like when we're talking about these campouts and all this fun and making friends, it's just weird that the whole world is fucking kind of crumbling behind you.
And that's the insane thing is, you ride bikes, you can go around, you can go across the country, you can meet people you've never known, and you can literally check out for 2 days, 3 days, fucking 8 days if you're doing a big surgery trip. You can literally check out what the fuck is going on with the world. I'm staying in places where I don't have great cell service. I'm not, unless you're fucking dig beats for that. Like, I'm not looking for that stuff. And all of a sudden, you don't know what the fucking happened in 2 weeks in the country. And I felt like I'm better for it. Every time that shit happens.
Welcome to my life for 6 or 7 weeks at a time where I don't have cable.
Every time there's a big gap,
I'm just watching Netflix
I'm better
every night.
fucking for this.
I fucking get to be in the. I get to be in the dark about all this shit all the time, which makes me feel.
You want to make fun of him? Yeah. I'm always thinking of this.
Oh my god.
Everybody hates politics. We all know that.
Yeah.
Everybody also hates Jace. Fuck that dude.
Yeah. He's way shorter in person. You like wouldn't believe how short he is.
Smells.
Oh my god, the smell. Oh, is the camera on us?
Probably not. It's probably
It is.
It is.
Yeah, we're on. So how was your day?
It was good, dude. I started drinking early. I hope my boss is not watching.
I gotta drive tonight.
Really? No, you don't. You're in the fucking rental car. I saw it.
Yeah, driving the rental car.
Back to his house, right?
No, I gotta go back to Deep Ellum.
Oh, dude.
Getting tattooed.
That's what I was. Oh, that's right.
I gotta go back
I was
there.
thinking, honestly.
Get my bleed on.
So I was thinking, I was like, I may have Craig just take me back to Dallas.
I'm going
I was,
there right.
I was
like
I was going to
45
get
minutes.
dropped off here, but then you know what? It wouldn't have worked out because the person was going to drop me off was getting their eyebrows done.
Well, you can't get microblading done at the same time as driving?
Fucking apparently not. So it is what it is.
Is that TL?
Yeah.
Hey.
But guess what? You support
like
those
drugs
that
in
support you. And it was for friends.
Yeah.
For Brittany. So they're doing their thing and
What?
fuck them.
What are y'all talking
I think
about?
we took a turn. I don't know.
So, campouts.
Campouts. So where are we at? So the first day, got there, set up, partied, bonfire late night. Second day, woke up, got some mimosas. They had some fire breakfast on the premises. You didn't go because you fucked a dragon the night before and you didn't want to be seen.
Was it
At
was
breakfast?
that the first night?
First night you fucked dragon. Second morning, you didn't want to go to the breakfast area because you were like, they're gonna find me.
Well, eventually I walked over there and I saw the dragons are paired and I was like, oh, dude, we're all good.
Oh, okay, give me some breakfast. So then we started the day with some mimosas and breakfast, and then after that we rode to the loft, and then went and partied there pretty much all day. Some other guys went like and did rides, like tried to put together some kind of a floater ride, but
It was the bar we were at.
Yeah.
Whatever it was called.
with the hot bartenders,
With the little short chick.
yeah, there were
Okay.
a bunch of girls.
The
yeah.
only
Yeah.
place we went.
Yep,
But
that
it wasn't the
one-
first place we went. Yeah, the first bar. All right, yeah.
Where was the first place?
We never went to anywhere but that.
Yeah,
No, the first place where they had the
That was a
shark
gas
hanging
station.
upside down.
I didn't go there.
Yeah, the fuck you did. That was where
Where the fuck are
your
you
girl
talking
Katie was
Oh no, that was like coming in.
all the way down. Yeah,
Yeah.
All right, so I remember that bar because there was that one short little bartender,
Yeah, we're talking about.
and they had like a banner on the thing, and somebody goes, "Which one of those are you?" She goes, "I'm the one second to the left." And I was like, "All right, you're right."
Yeah, because they have all the girls on the banner on the roof.
So I've
It's like a redneck Hooters.
I've seen some instances where dudes take chicks like that where they're working at kind of a restaurant and they kind of take an aggressive stance with them, like, "Hey, listen!" They like knock over salt shakers and shit, and they're like, kind of, "Listen, get my beer first." And I've seen it work where the chicks are like, "Oh, ha ha," and they just fucking do it. I tried it with that broad.
Oh, I heard about
such luck.
this. I heard about this. You pissed
No
her off,
such
didn't
luck,
you?
dude. Huh?
You pissed her off?
Yeah, oh,
Yeah, I think I
Fucking
heard about
fuck
this.
Yeah. Who
Because
the
I was
fuck is this
outside the whole
guy?
time with all Mark and Tony and
It was
everybody.
like Katie or whatever the fuck her name was. Like I would
Everybody's
say
name's
it.
Katie.
She, like,
Everybody's Katie that
she would
weekend.
turn around and then I don't know. She said something. I knocked over a Tabasco, but it knocked over something else that was bigger. And I was like, "Oh, sorry." And she's like, "Get the fuck out of my!" I was like, "Just give me my beer, bitch." I said I like trying to keep to the bit, and then as soon as I was singing, I was like, "Oh, you went
Oh,
too
probably
far."
shouldn't have called her a bitch.
Yeah, I was like, "All right, guys, I guess I'm hitting the one hitter outside until y'all are done."
The funny thing is, like, I hate to call him out because I don't know if he listens to the podcast or not, but there was a dude that was hanging out there that night or that day at the campout, right? He came with us. And so me and Mark and some of the other dudes went out to look at some of the bikes, like the performance baggers that were there
Yeah. At the bar?
at the bar. And this
Okay.
dude was like, came out with us and he was like talking shit about all of them. Like, why would, I didn't get a bagger to do this. I didn't do that. But why'd you do the chain drive? And he was just, I get like, I don't remember him, man. I don't remember, but he was just like talking.
Was he
like,
with us?
Yeah. He rode with us. He had a new bike.
He rode with us?
Yeah.
What color was the bike?
From like
Blue. It was a brand new bike.
Mississippi?
No, from Florida, south of Florida.
Oh.
South Florida. But so he was out there with us, and me and Mark were out there looking at some of his bikes, and he kept saying some shit, and I was listening, and I had a couple of drinks, and I was like, "Why are you here?"
Yeah, this is literally this genre of people.
I was like, "You're sitting here talking shit about everything we do on our bikes. Like, why are you here?"
Where do you ride from?
South Florida for the third time.
Well, I didn't know if we met up with him in Florida.
He camped the whole night with us, and he camped that night too.
I don't know who we're talking about.
It was like a billiard blue Rogue Glide or something like that. So he was there hanging out. He seemed cool as shit. He said he listened to the podcast, which is why I feel bad because I'm talking shit right now. But he just kept talking shit about it. Is that him?
Since the Wi-Fi didn't work, it didn't.
Oh, I think I know who it is, yeah.
And it's like, man, this isn't the place to come and try to preach to us why we do the things
Yeah, this
we do on
isn't
our bike.
Biketoberfest. You're in Daytona.
But yeah, I that was a weird thing that was taking place there. Is like that's the kind of shit that doesn't really like jive. It's like you're here on the type of bike we ride. You might not have the type of bike we ride. Maybe it's
easier to make fun of it than to change your bike.
Exactly. So maybe that, but you're not gonna fucking fit in. Like I'm not the best shit talker in the world, but I'm pretty good, and I got another level of dudes that are better than me. You know what I mean? So you're not gonna come to any of our campouts or hang out with any of us and talk shit about what we do. And I mean, here's the deal. If you talk shit and it's all funny because that's all you're trying to be, cool. But if you're trying to prove a point, that point is not going to get proven here.
Not in that crowd. No. I don't know what your motivation would be, except you don't want to change your bike because it's expensive. So the easiest thing to do is to make fun of those bikes.
I think that what happens is there's certain types of dudes that are used to talking. They're used to having an opinion. They're used to being someone that doesn't sit there and listen. And so when they get around a lot of people that are doing big things, not that saying the word big things, like that sounds weird, but they're out there at your camp out. You got all of us that are like stoked to be around each other. We're like, oh, Mark, how you been?
We're
like, what's up?
The country, just
we're all just stoked to be around each other. Someone that's got a stock bike that we don't know on social media.
Who's ever been to any of these things.
Yeah,
so he's not friends.
He didn't
come there to meet anybody. He didn't come there to meet up with his buddies. It's kind of the same
thing we were talking about with Cheetah Pants, right? Yes, we know you. You came out. We inspired you to come out to this thing. But your approach to become our friend or become someone that we like you
was a confrontational miss.
Exactly. You didn't do it the right way. You thought that because you were going to put opposition on the table, it was going to inspire us to be interested in you, and that's not what's going to happen. Your camp out, maybe not so much, because that's something me and you are both dealing with all these performance bagger pages, right? Yeah. Everybody with a set of ape hangers and a fucking stage 2 air cleaner thinks they have a performance bagger,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They all send us these long ass, this long, folks.
Why wasn't my post approved?
This long about why they have a performance bagger. But then they tell me they do all this shit. I was like, well, come to the camp out. Come to the camp out and show me how badass your bagger is.
That's what I said when I posted about the Fast Life Camp Out on that page that we started. Hey, time to put those bikes to work to see if all you fucking ape hanger brothers out there, come put those bikes to work and see if ride with Steve and Mark and Cody. On these sweepers. And if you keep up, I'll shut my mouth.
Yeah.
But I'm not, back to ape hanger thing, you can do whatever. You can do the same thing with ape hangers as T-bars. It's just more comfortable with T-bars. Yeah. It doesn't make you any faster. It's just more comfortable. And I came from ape hangers to T-bars and didn't make me any faster at all, but it is more comfortable.
Here, and my phone's dead.
Made you a lot cooler.
Definitely.
Speaking of that, so that performance bagger page that we all talk shit on and we all get kicked out, I want to say it shut down. And then we started our own page.
Yeah.
When we got kicked out, they had 5.9 thousand people, and we're already up to almost 8,000 people on our page in like a month and a half.
Yeah.
So we like passed the fuck out of him and basically like put him out of business, something that he was like prideful about, but he was just some old man with like a fucking Softail or something.
No, he had a fucking anniversary street glide, electric glide
with ape hangers
and everything.
And nothing to have to do with, and he was the gatekeeper of a performance bag, the biggest performance bagger page that we took over, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then instead of having Kyle's on there kicking people out just like me. So
instead of having Kyle,
he's helping me a lot take the reins on that shit.
So he's definitely got some boomer in him. He is like I
love it. He's helping me out because that's a lot of work. Fucking approving 300 people a day and going through.
I like how I'm an admin. I never fucking check any of it, but I get the hate mail.
But you're an admin on there to give the page credibility.
Okay.
So if they're like, who's the admin on this page? You, Steve, me, and I'm the least name on there.
Whatever.
But still, those are the 4 admins. It's like, okay, this might
should
be the
put your
real
boy.
performance bagger page. Even though like you and Steve don't do anything, but it's good to have your names on there.
Yeah. It's only going to cost you $10 a month. But no, the thing with all that stuff is that like we came back from Florida and I made a post about ape hangers and T-bars. Right?
Yeah, I got a lot of hate from that.
Everybody did. Now here's the deal: we were in Florida. There's a shop called you know what? Just like his bike, I can't remember his name. Woo! He ended up winning the show in Florida, which it's no. He ended up winning a class in Florida that should have gone to probably big trouble with his Dyna, right? The problem is with this performance bagger thing is that a lot of people in the industry that run shows don't know what the fuck it's about. So they let anybody in, period. And they get, Jeff Holtz saying, oh yeah, this is the performance bagger and it's got an ape hangers and a turbo on the side. It's like, that's not a performance bagger. That's not the style of bike that we're doing. It's not this.
People don't get it either. And I can understand before I started coming to these things that we do.
Yeah.
I didn't really know what a performance bagger was. But now that I'm in the scene and I won the Buffalo Chip Show.
Thanks to Kyle.
But either way, now that I'm in the scene and I understand it and I understand the style and I understand why things are done, like my friends that don't ride or used to ride, they're like, why do you lift your bike? That doesn't make any fucking sense. And then I explain, like, people don't get it. So when people are like, my bike's a performance bagger, I have a turbo. Like, you kind of need more. Like, it's I will fucking leave you with my stock Street Glide with suspension on a fucking Talamina with your turbo.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't handle, and a lot of it's balls. You gotta have the balls to scrape.
That's why we say. That's why we say, hey man, you have all this badass shit. Just come to the Talamina. Come to the Fast Life Campout.
That's a fucking sketchy road.
If you are as badass as your
put your life on the line for it.
Your Facebook fucking monologue that you just sent me to why I should approve you.
Yeah.
If you're that badass, then you should be able to come here and be a badass. I'm not that great of a rider. You know what I mean?
I've done the Twisted Sisters. What's your personal time on that?
Personal time.
You ever done Tail of the Dragon?
Yeah.
Almost got up to 10.
Everybody, like...
Pretty boy with a paint job like you, I bet you've never even been on Tail of the Dragon, huh?
I slayed it. I got the shirt.
Man, it's... The thing is that, like... Think about, like, a bagger like this, right? There's always been turbos on baggers. There's always been ape hangers on baggers.
Trask has been around a long time.
There's always been people putting bigger brakes, better suspension on baggers. Maybe not as popularized as it is now, right? Now we have this thing called performance baggers, right? So you put a set of moto bars or T-bars on it, it automatically separates you from everything else that's been done. People have been putting turbo street glides and turbo road glides for fucking 10 years now.
How long's Trask been around?
A while. It's not.
Decades.
It's been there.
Yeah.
So to go back and be like, oh, you did a performance bagger 10 years ago. No, you did a bagger 10 years ago.
A fast bagger.
You did a nice bagger. It's a good bike.
In that post I made, I go, dude, it's a cool bike, and the guys on Street Glide Nation will love it, but it's not what this page is about. I fucking really pissed off a lot of people with that.
It's tough, man.
It was fun for me because I don't care. It's not like I'm gonna lose business over it. You get caught.
What are you trying to do?
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, that was a fun post. People got really mad, and it made me laugh a lot. And then I created that Brokeback Mountain thing.
Yeah.
Oh, did the guy say you didn't have a performance bagger because your ape hangers again? Like, yeah. Did you show him your dyno sheets?
The thing that sucks about it all, man, is that like all these dudes that have these bikes that don't quite fit the fucking criteria. If they just showed up and was just cool, they would fit in
And they might be like, hey, these T-bars are growing on me. Let me try them out.
Yeah.
Go sit on my bike.
Instead, like,
On the 27-inch
I've got a shit box
It's
design
fucking
now.
nice.
I still fucking you just come hang out. Don't be a fucking faggot. I don't know what to tell you. I know. I'm sorry.
That was
YouTube.
our only faggot tonight.
Sorry,
Oh,
I know
there's two.
YouTube. That's not cool, but
no, it's cool. You just can't say faggot in the first, like, 10 minutes.
Yeah, they don't watch after that.
I know some.
Unless they're faggots.
Dude, don't fucking matter. So yeah.
I've never, like, it's so crazy, like, to think about the bike culture and how, like, how Me Too they are. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man, this is a new thing called performance baggers. Well, guess what? I got a fucking Strays 5 air cleaner. Oh, me too.
So here's the thing.
I'm a performance bagger now.
I get it, because if you're not introduced to the scene
The right way.
you think you have a performance bagger, and then people tell you, hey, man, it's not a performance bagger. Not that it doesn't perform. It just doesn't have the... And some people, some of our friends... They're like,
You're not in the fucking
like-
club, bro. I don't know how to fucking
Like-
hard to say it is.
hey, you can't have a performance bagger with ape hanger. Some of our friends say that, and I'm like, all right, that's your opinion, and then we're not going to get mad at each other over it. It's just different opinions. Me, you, and Kyle, and some of us say, like, yeah, if it has ape hangers, we'll never say, look at that performance bagger. And it's not a diss on that bike. It's just not that style. But
My turn. So, if they have ape hangers, if they do, and they can fucking smash miles, come to the camp out and prove it. And if you do, you could be one. You could
I
be
don't
one.
see why they couldn't.
Okay.
Ape hangers don't make your bike handle better. They just
don't.
make it more comfortable.
It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter about the.
I mean,
it doesn't
worse.
matter about any of that. It doesn't matter how like badass. To me, it's like we're trying to separate the thing
Get back
that people
whips.
have been doing for on these baggers for years,
Right.
with what we're doing now. We put this style of bars. Put it like this. Do you think drag bars and a Vicla style softail goes together?
No, but I love Avicula style softails.
I do,
I
too.
would fucking rock the fuck out of one.
Yeah, and if I was gonna
with
build
20-inch
one,
ape hangers.
yeah, if I was gonna build one, I'd be ape hangered the fuck
But
out.
I would never put it on that page.
I'd be like, you should support me because I have leather bags I had made
I'd be
and
on
a
a
fucking
page.
yeah.
That's it. I have a Electric Glide Stage 4
What
that's
you're
very
dealing
fast with 18-inch ape hangers that I would never post on that page, and it's my fucking page.
What you're dealing with is a bunch of fucking pussies. Pussies.
Call them faggots.
No, pussies. I can say pussies on Facebook.
Can you?
I think.
Oh, we're on Facebook too?
No,
Sorry,
I don't know.
Grandma.
Wherever we're at, YouTube, whatever. So pussies, right? These dudes,
Pussies.
they have 5 friends. They hit the fucking local bar and they rip really hard home and back and forth, right?
nothing
I get
wrong
it.
with that.
It's
oh
cute.
yeah,
Nothing
it's
wrong with
tough.
that.
It's tough in Kentucky, right?
Yeah, we got hills.
Ooh.
We've been practicing on for 20
We got to
years.
dodge deers, brother.
Yeah.
I get it.
He did.
But-
Weird Steve impression.
The thing is that like all this shit that we're doing, all this stuff that there is no doubt that the campouts, the guys like you, Insta Having Kyle, Proper Baggers, Steve, all of us have not influenced the way that Performance Baggers has grown over the last 4 years. And because of that, because you've heard this word performance bagger and you walked outside and saw, I got bags. I got an air cleaner. I'm a performance bagger.
I got Legend suspension.
It's fair enough. That's fair. But what I'm saying is that everybody wants to be like those dudes, these guys that are fucking butthurt because they're not a part of this crew were never a part of another crew. They were never a part of a big wheel crew. They were never a part of any other scene growing up. And they just like, they were trying to fucking put money in their bike to make it be acceptable here. It didn't work. But then they realized they had an air cleaner, they had a fucking cam, and they had this, and they're like, oh shit, I guess my bike's a performance bagger. I could never afford a front wheel. I'm a performance bagger now because I ride all the time. I ride hard. Compared to who?
Compare the guy who goes to the bar with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what happens is that like we have this like fucked up situation, right? Where we're pushing this new narrative of bikes, this new style. we had to pick a word that was trending that would work well. Performance bagger.
It's really purpose-built bagger.
It is.
Or
Purpose
as Kyle
touring
calls
bagger.
it, how does he call it? Performance touring. That's a great name for it, but it's too late to change it now. But it's a performance touring bike. That's what
The thing is, if we change it, then all the things that I've done, that Kyle has
A new
done,
scene. Yeah. And
That-
Kyle's been putting in work on that page. You
Yeah.
see the post today?
dude, Kyle is
Big-ass
fucking the wokest performance bagger guy we have.
Love Kyle.
He's on it. He's like, fuck. He
I
gets,
made him an admin after he was on there. He would report people's ape hangers, and like I would open the page, and
He's
there was
a
like
snitch.
6 posts.
Come on,
6
man.
posts
Don't put that on the fucking
reported
podcast.
by Kyle Birch. He was like, "This isn't one. This isn't one. This isn't one." I go, you know what? I'll just make you an admin because I know you want to just rip these people a new asshole. And he's been my biggest help on there because there's a lot of fucking people on there. It's
You're
hard to-
fired.
You're fired. You just straight snitched out Kyle.
I get on there and I can see like all this stuff. Like I get on there and it says like he has denied like 10 posts today. I'm like, look at him go. I deny the fuck out of him too. I probably do more than Kyle.
We should probably fucking start pitching in a pot to pay him for all this fucking hard work. He's pushing the scene. That's
Hey,
what he's doing.
he's steering it.
wish we-
He
He's
is.
steering it
I wish
by
we could
himself.
call him right now on that TV. That'd be awesome.
Be like fucking live right now.
I
like
wish he was, is he
FaceTime.
coming this weekend?
No, he's too far from here.
You got puppies, dude. You got
No,
puppies.
puppies are
puppies.
gone. Puppies are gone. I got to see the puppies when I was over there. They're fucking cute as shit.
You went to see him right after we hung out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Went out to get some. What do they call it when they cook on your table?
Hibachi?
Hibachi. We only got hibachi.
Hibachi?
Hibachi. And
Dude,
went
my
to some
phone's dead.
bike
How
show.
are you doing? You good?
7.
It's 7?
Yeah.
I gotta wrap this up.
Yeah.
All right.
So to wrap it up, I wrecked my bike on the way home, and good talking to y'all. Thank you for having me again.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much how it ended.
Pretty much it.
We did 1,000 miles in a day.
Me and Kevin T. Baga on Instagram from Boston. We stopped and had some drinky poos for lunch, and we split off as soon as me and Kevin split off, and he went to Orlando, and I went home. It was like it's been a long day without you, my friend. It was like
Good
one of
jingles.
those. And then I was like, oh, I'm like half drunk. I'm like, wonder what we can do when I get home. So I started like calling my friends and like, oh shit, I think I called the wrong. Boom. Right into the back of an Impala. Totally my
In
fault.
Impala, they probably definitely had drugs on them.
No, like the old lady was like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. And after I get off her hood, and I was in shorts and a tank top. My fucking Fast Life helmet didn't get a scratch.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
I went
Save
down
the
like
bandit.
this. I break my arm. Don't scratch the helmet. And I was like, all right, you want to call insurance or whatever? And she's like, nah, man, somebody hit me like last week. You didn't do any more damage. I'm like, all right, cool. So like I ran into the gas station, immediately got a beer and started chugging it just in case the cop showed up. Like, oh, I was drinking because it hurt my leg. You know, fuck you. You didn't prove it. So, and then pushed the bike to the side and got towed and been waiting on fucking Big Bear to send my goddamn cartridges ever since. So I had to fly here on this expensive pandemic plane tickets, $60 round trip from Dallas to Dallas back to Tampa.
I wouldn't trust a $60 round trip. I feel like. Did you hire the B team to fly the fucking plane?
Bro, it cost me $49
Tucker flew you
to
in.
check in my carry-on.
Your pilot's
$49 to
gonna
check
be
my
doing a
carry-on.
burnout here tomorrow night.
Yeah. He might
any
do
worse
some
than my
fucking coke
pilot.
off somebody's ass later.
Can't be any worse than my pilot last week then.
Man, it's all good. But no, Jadon, we got to end this up. But like you said something the other day that made me want you to be on this podcast is that you said that when you got home from this trip.
I was depressed, bro. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I was, dude. I was fucking depressed.
There's a mic over there.
My shit dropped off at work. Woo! My shit dropped off at work. People were like, "What happened?" And I was like, I don't know. Like, I literally hate everything about life that's not traveling with my friends and just doing motorcycle. Yeah, essentially. But yeah, I don't know. That was one of my funnest trips of the year. Hands down. Like I said, we did the camp out, which is awesome. We've done so many things. We always do so many things. But fuck, man, there was something about it. Like I said, maybe putting the miles down, getting there, fucking what we fucking did, meeting the people, coming away with. It was so funny. I was watching the next morning. I was kind of fucking late, like I usually am, getting all my stuff rounded up, and as I'm walking up, I see Mark kind of doing just the whole like, oh yeah, hey man, it's nice to meet you, nice to meet you, nice to meet you. And as I get up close to him, all of a sudden he sees me, and it's just like it goes from like just generic handshake to like, oh, come the fuck here, like big hug, and it was a couple things like that, like him and dump truck. There's a couple things where I was just like, fuck man, like this is a big trip for me. Like I actually like I made inroads with people that I really care, but I know that this is gonna be something.
Drive, that's it.
And, 30. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't have given it up. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I was lucky. Like went well, didn't run the gas, and like that. And
yeah, and I love that everybody's on M8s now. Nobody's breaking down at all,
except for him. He just wrecks into people.
Yeah, me too.
But no, like what Jay was saying is that basically, like you have so much freedom on these trips, and this is something I've talked about a lot. Is like you have you're on this road. It's Monday, it's Tuesday, it's Friday, it's whatever. When people are at work, and you're sitting here smashing miles with your buddies across the country, it changes things, man.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't even say at we were coming back from the bar we were at. Like as we were riding in, me and Scott and. Fucking Boz, dude, we're doing like we got separated from the main group. We're going like one of our GPSs took us down like kind of a fucking back road, dude.
You got lost again,
dude. We're doing like 110.
He's the worst.
And at one point we fucking passed a cop, but there was like a backup kind of. And we fucking passed this cop, and this cop kind of fucking put his brakes on. And we all thought like, fuck it. But it was same one of those things where we all kind of looked over each other, and the three of us, it was one of those things like, who's going to stop? It ain't going to be fucking me. And it was just fucking hammered down. And we got to the campground, and it was like, we're laughing about it. And we could have all went to jail. I mean, I guess that's part of the fun of any trip, I guess. If you're doing a fucking gay ass trip.
Jail ain't that bad. It's got a bad rap.
Oh, no, fuck no. Go to jail any day.
They saved me. But no, like what I think what the point is that like you feel so alive when you're doing this shit, man. It depends on who you are. Like if you're a super family guy, maybe you feel guilty for being a little bit selfish and like chasing something.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You shouldn't. Because you only have so many fucking days on this life that are yours. Like your family's cool, your kid's cool, your daughter, your son, your wife. Hey, dude, they're fucking rad. You spend most of your fucking days on earth catering to them. You need some days for your fucking self. And I'm telling you, these rides and these campouts, if nothing else, if you can carve away, you know what? Hey, I got these 3 days or whatever. If that's all you get, I'm sad for you, but I'm happy if that's the way you get to spend it.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm telling you,
Springer the fuck out of
that's what the fuck they are. They are. I mean,
get fucked.
It is what it is. Those are the kind of things that'll make you feel alive. If the rest of your year is burdened down,
you're probably not going to come to the Fast Life camp out or the Down South camp out and like straight cheat on your wife.
No, but it may keep.
But the point is,
it may keep you from blowing your fucking brains out.
Yeah,
in early February because your life fucking sucks and you haven't done anything since you got married to this bitch.
Give you something to look forward to.
Yeah,
it's a blast. Come on out. Fast Life camp out April
something
8th. Something like that.
April 22nd through the 25th.
Know somebody.
22nd is a Thursday. That's when it starts.
That's y'all's next chance.
If you're lucky enough to make it out on the Thursday, then hey, fucking be there.
We try to tell people to come out on Thursday because We want to
It's a long
inspire
ride.
the people that are going to do the cross country track.
I don't know if I'll do. I might add a day next year. Because the people that do come from Pennsylvania and stuff, it's fucking far.
All right, Pennsylvania is not far.
It was like 1,200 miles.
In case you got your ears clogged on that, FLC4,
That's the furthest
the
anybody
Fast Life Campout
comes to
4.
the Fast Life.
That's going to be on Thursday, April 22nd through Sunday the 25th. Just come the fuck out, dude, any way you can.
Show us your butthole.
It's going to be weird.
Show us your butthole.
I'll show you my butthole if you fucking come out.
Friends for life.
So what are you thinking about for next year for your camp out?
I need to get the V-twin dates first.
Well, here's the deal.
Because I
If
don't
you
need to have it too close to that because I don't. That's the same genre. I don't want to take the
No, here's the
performance
deal.
bagger guys.
You're right.
I don't want to make them choose because they'll choose the V-twin because that's in the Smokies and that's probably a good time.
If they choose it, then fuck them.
Well, or they don't have to choose and they just
No,
give them
here's the
money.
deal.
At least 2
Well,
or 3
here-
weeks in between the two.
We're working on something right now, performance bagger related, amongst me and the powers that be. Is that weird? The way I looked, powers that be.
Sounds
No, well, we're trying to make something happen for performance baggers, kind of like the FXR Jam, but just performance baggers doing some cool shit like that.
Call
Unfortunately,
it the bagger jelly.
it's a good fucking name, to be honest with you. But the idea is that we're going to create something between. I talked with Kyle, but I haven't talked with Daniel at Proper Baggers yet. Mm-hmm.
I was just up in Quebec hanging out with them.
The reason I don't want to like piggyback off of the V-Twin Visionary show is the fact that there are a lot of people in this industry that laughed at performance baggers since the day we started doing it.
Oh, I understand what you're saying. I'm not doing it to protect his event. I'm doing it to not conflict with my event. You know what I mean?
And I'm telling you this because the people that are going to pick that event over a performance bagger related event aren't a part of our. Dude, this is a fucking like you don't have to. You can be anonymous. I'll be the asshole. I don't mind being that.
Right.
But the thing is that when we started this podcast, the day we started this podcast, I was building my first performance bagger,
Right, the white one.
and I remember all you. I'm fucking AOC, brother. I remember all you motherfuckers talking shit about what we were doing. All of you. Oh, this is an oxymoron. This isn't fucking cool. This is gay. This is never gonna go anywhere. And then now I see these motherfuckers wanting to be a part of it,
bitch.
wanting to do it, wanting to fucking make their buddies the new performance bagger people. Like,
Yeah.
no. We've already established who fucking runs this shit.
Right.
It ain't me, but it's these other dudes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so what happens is, or what I think is people that want. Here's the deal: the people that are going to go to the V-Twin Visionary show. They're going to go because they hope that Jeff and those guys are going to give them some fucking credit.
But you know who went? It was a lot of our good friends. A lot. They're all in the same cabin together.
They're misguided.
I don't think they're going to not do that thing
They're
again
not.
because it looked fun. Although you don't like it, but
No.
they probably were like, I can't wait till next year.
They're not.
But they'd rather do both because some of them came to my event
They're
also.
not. They're not. I'm the captain now. They're not
I am
doing
the
that.
captain now.
It's not happening.
So you want to put it the same weekend?
No, I want you to do your thing. What's going on? Here's the deal. Performance baggers. If you're a real performance bagger guy,
probably 7 guys that came to my camp also went to the V-Twin show.
exactly.
But there are a couple more that should have been at my camp out that just had other obligations that I feel will be there next year.
They didn't want to. Yeah.
That obligations. Yeah, those ones that we were talking about that have the wives and obligations.
Yeah, they had
that we couldn't get away
obligations
from.
in fucking the beginning of November. Okay, yeah, you had fucking anniversary. Okay, bro.
That's what we did this last podcast was during the V-Twin that weekend.
So here's what's going on. The people with the performance baggers are going to go to the performance bagger thing. The people that want to be famous,
You're going to go V-Twin?
they're going to V-twin.
Fuck, maybe I should go to V-Twin. Sold. I'm going to be twin this year.
The thing is like we all have this like really close knit thing that's taking place, and the problem is it what Performance Baggers is. They, you know, I wish Jeff Holt got it. I wish he did. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, he's in a world of like promotion and not actual riding and living this shit anymore, and therefore he doesn't understand what this is about. You know, and the camera's on me. I'm saying this, so this isn't you guys taking the heat from that.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't know.
He's not. He doesn't get the fucking gist. You know what I mean? And I wish he did. I wish he'd ask questions instead of make statements, because, you know, myself, Proper Baggers, Insta and Kyle, Steve Chamberlain, yourself, we've been putting in fucking work to build this thing to make it to where his fucking ass has a fucking category to put Performance Baggers name on it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when it comes down to it, you know, what makes what we do cool is the fact that we do cool shit, not that we have cool bikes. Right?
Right.
That's what Performance Baggers is about. It ain't about how fucking the newest T-bars you got or the newest MJK swing arm.
And that's what I said on that post when I was trying to put a definition on it. I didn't talk about the bike strictly. You can have all that stuff, but like you also need to be the type of person that does this stuff and wants to break rules and isn't like, oh,
dude, we're Spartans, man. We're fucking weeding out bitches.
Yeah.
That's all we're doing. We're Spartans.
Fucking take one ride in Dallas.
300?
It's fucking
nerve-wracking. Do you remember 300? Do you remember that? They took these bitch ass. They took these bitch ass babies and dropped them off a cliff, bro.
Yeah.
If your baby sucked, yeet yeet. It is what it is.
Yeet that motherfucker. Yeet. All right. We got to end this shit. You gotta go.
You gotta go get tattooed.
Thanks for having me again. Craig Truffin, Tarpin Turbo on Instagram.
Just give your first and last name.
Did you put your fucking government name on here, bro?
Yeah. Call me Dragon with a K.
You know me.
Bitch. Yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Great time with these dudes, and it was a kickoff to our Fast Life anniversary party here in Dallas, Texas. I want to thank Craig for flying out, Jadon for taking off work early to get down here to do this podcast, and looking forward to more with these guys. Also, you guys, you can check out all this stuff, and you can check out other unreleased podcasts at our Patreon, which is patreon.com/Fast Life Garage. You can also check a link on our website, fastlifegarage.com. It'll take you right to it. All it takes is $1 a month, and you can get some extra episodes that you can check out whenever you're free. Also, Patreon has an app, so you can listen to those podcasts on that app on your phone. So, thank you guys. We'll see you back on Thursday with New Year, New Us 3 with Texas Performance, T-Bar Jesus, and Steve Chamberlain. It's a great time. A lot of good stuff talking about. So anyway, you guys have a great week, and we'll see you back in a few days. Peace.